Alrighty, guys. We're all here. Kurt, why don't you talk into your microphone?
Hi. We definitely haven't had a busy day and then eating right before stream or during stream. So
Hopefully you guys can hear all of us. How we all doing? James, thank you for coming in. Hi. Robin the Bobbin, what's up?
And
Hopefully you can
Sarah.
hear all of
Hi,
us
Sarah.
now. Sarah, yes, hello. Thank you.
hopefully you guys are all having a good night. Doing well.
Have a good night.
Having a good night.
Gonna have a night.
Digging your night. There we go.
Digging your night. Friday night. It's Monday.
Well, as I was saying before we had people come in and start viewing. Anyway, I feel like Mondays are a day that sneak up on me, and yet I'm like, it can't come quick enough.
Yeah.
If such a thing can happen with a day of the week,
agree.
but
we need to apologize because we're going to be eating because dinner happens late.
Yeah.
It's a really chill stream tonight. So obviously, because you can see that we have an empty chair over there. 2 empty chairs. Another one right here. Kurt's here.
I am
More
here.
painting's going to happen, as you can see down there.
Yeah. Right here.
So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Grab a snack. Hang out with us.
Do we have any D&D questions while we're
Yeah,
kind of getting settled in?
That was the other thing. Chat's kind of stopped for a second.
Oh.
I was gonna say, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to talk about, literally anything.
I will say
all
4
about
days left to go and vote.
That's
So
right.
maybe those of you who may not have it bookmarked or have it memorized, it's district22studios.com/vote. 4 more days.
4 more days.
Which
It's
is
crazy.
insane to know that we will know the outcome by Friday.
That's what's nuts.
Absolutely.
Because then we can start recording.
Yeah.
There's nothing to stop us recording after we know.
Very true.
It's crazy.
And season 2, I mean, so for those of you who may not know when we started, we released the first episode of Demi-Lich Diaries February 2nd, correct, Tyler? So, I mean, we're hoping to release season 2 around that same time. So, yeah. Which is really close because it's already August, which is
Whoa.
insane.
First day of August today.
Yeah.
Are you guys typing in chat right now? I don't know what's going on. My chat is... The last thing I have is hi, Sarah from Robin. So I'm going to refresh my page real quick.
Hopefully we didn't disconnect her
Yeah.
in any way.
Okay, Robin said, holy cow, that means 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is exactly what that means. Freaking February. That's crazy.
It's so close.
I scrolled back on our TikTok a couple of days ago.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, we've been posting for so long.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
Yeah, but then you look at some people's and you can't reach the beginning.
Yeah, you can't.
But I agree with you 100%.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and I was like, one of our big videos that I think we have pinned was from March. I was like,
Which one is it? Oh, the Princess Bride one?
Yeah, I think our Princess Bride video, our huge 1.9
Dude.
million view video, was from freaking March. That's
Yeah.
so long ago.
That's so insane.
Insanity. Sarah Nassar asks, so what's with Clark being your profile pic? Khaleesi Casey, sup, liches? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming.
Khaleesi Casey.
Freaking... So the Clark that we have as our profile picture was from the original artist that we used.
Mm-hmm.
Warlock Teeth, I think was his name.
Bone Dust.
No, Bone Dust was our...
Oh,
our guy that we
yeah.
used.
Warlock Teeth. You
She's
are
great.
correct. Yeah.
Warlock Teeth was our original guy, and we really liked what he was doing. And then you just communication stuff has been weird. So
Which I hope he's okay.
yeah, we really hope he's okay. We'd love to get more art from him.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is we've been able to branch out and get some more art done.
Yeah.
So yeah, did somebody just respond as Demi-Lich? What the heck? Are you in the chat? Oh, I thought you were
Man,
working on
Tyler.
this. Dude, you
killing it.
freaked me out. I was like, what the heck? I didn't
What's
type
going
that.
on?
Golly, Tyler's over there working on stuff, being a real champ, bringing in the checks, as it were. Because, unfortunately, we don't just play D&D. We do other stuff, too.
Yeah.
Mostly Tyler.
Our studio is a fully functioning studio.
Fully operational.
And thanks to the hard work of Kyle and Tyler, who are here full time.
Yep. Killing it. Just got back from
they
Chicago.
keep they just got back from Chicago.
Earned some bucks for us, like a hero. So
they were hired out to do a gig, which was great.
Yeah. James Woolsey said, so bad news, good news, then great news. My roommate who moved to Texas from Reno wasn't able to get her stuff done at the DMV. That's the bad news. That is always a pain in the neck. The DMV is the worst. Good news is we got moved into our new apartment today. Congrats.
Wow.
That's
new
awesome.
Place.
Nothing like moving into a new place, you know?
Yeah.
It's like so full of potential and everything.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And great news is after getting some stuff moved in, my boss messaged me and said I got a $3 raise.
Nice.
Hey-o, James Woolsey, I got a $2 raise today, so you beat me out. But that's exciting stuff. Way to go.
That is awesome, James.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Welcoming in Khaleesi. Thanks, Bob. One of us needs to send you the artist info so I can make a command when you talk about the art. Which artist? Khaleesi, because we've used like four at this point.
Yeah.
And they're all so good. Warlock Teeth was the one that we originally used. Bone Dust is the one that we've used for most of our
matte,
stuff.
Everything that we've showed, like merch-wise, that's been Bone Dust.
Is awesome. We love them to death. They're who did the art for this mug. Here, why don't you show that in the close angle? That mug, and then I don't know if you guys saw. I was thinking the mat that we showed off last week. Look at that art, though, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? Just so good. It's Bone Dust. They're on Instagram as Bone Dust Stuff.
I think it's just Bone Dust on
I don't
Insta.
know. They're great. Check them out. We have videos about them on our TikTok. They're awesome. And then, so artists, you're great. We love fan art too. So
very much so, yeah.
Yeah. Sarah, it is awesome. Thank you. Robin, proud of me for not falling out of that golf cart today.
Your promo video today
it's so much
is
fun.
Hands down one of my favorite promo videos we've ever put out. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it.
I love Speed Racer, and the moment I heard the song and you just doing donuts, I was like, this is the best.
You know, it's fun. It feels like you're going so much faster, and then you watch the video, and it's like he's barely moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was like out of control, though, at one point.
Right.
A lot of fun. Yay for raises, says Khaleesi Casey. I agree. I got a promotion today, too, so I got to work harder.
Eric is just killing it.
I don't know about that, but, just needed to express you're happy. James, we're always happy to have your happy expressed here, and we welcome it. Tyler's doing a freaking creepy boy creepo. Oh, yeah. Hey, good point.
They just barely caught your hand in the bottom left corner of
that. Congrats to James Woolsey. Absolutely.
By the way, we're sorry that we're eating during the stream.
I was just going to mention it again. We didn't get to eat dinner, so
It's been a busy day here at the studio, for sure.
Some food from our favorite clown.
Robin,
I did get a promotion.
Awesome. Well, I feel like, talking with, like, here in the chat going, we mentioned 4 days left. What's odd, can I mention Tortuga? I think at this point people may know. And now that I've said it, it's kind of like
it's been out for a while.
So I only bring this up because someone that does listen to the podcast recently reached out to me and was kind of like, hey, what the hell happened? But I apologize. How has that been different for you, Eric, knowing that Tortuga's not coming back, like not on the poll to come back? How has that changed your perspective on season 2?
The messiest sandwich I've ever eaten. Yeah, it's interesting. That happened for a couple reasons, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, this is like BTS for all of you, not the band. So like,
It's a Lichling exclusive.
Seth says to get the paints ready. Where is Seth? He should be here. Just kidding. Yeah,
He
Lichling
messaged
exclusive.
on Twitch.
No, Smoking Barrel did, so that's probably Tegan. And for all we know, Seth's sitting there too.
Very possible.
No, so the behind the scenes of it is just this past spring I was attending college, getting my degree, Bachelor of Arts.
Good for you, by the way.
Thanks. And the whole plan was to like, and still is, to go to grad school. And there was a chance that I was going to be doing that this fall. So we kind of realized that I was maybe not going to be around for season 2,
Right.
and like we needed to work on that and figure that out. So Kyle, being a really smart DM, kind of wrote me an out. Because he knows me and he knows that character and like knows that Tortuga was going to take that and everything like that. Or at least put it out there if I wanted to.
Which you kind of beat Rab to the punch on that, to tell you the truth. I don't think...
I know I did.
Because Rab, as soon as he mentioned it, I'm like, Rab would want to relieve this dude of this burden.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and like the thing that I think had that happened, had it been like a Rab like trying to do it, I think Tortuga would have grabbed you and been like, "You have kids, dude. Like, you're like your family. Like, you're gonna be this guy later if you do this right now."
Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
because Tortuga doesn't have family.
Right.
The only ties that he has is like a country and whatever, and like soldiers, and like there's ties there, but like he doesn't have family. So it
Right.
would have been like you don't want to be this guy. Like,
Yeah.
he's doing this now because he wants to see his kids and his family.
Right.
You know. So Kyle did a really cool job with that and everything like that, and it worked out really nice. And then it was like a really emotional ending.
Dude.
And there's some stuff that didn't get aired. That we recorded that I hope comes forward later.
Yeah.
And so it's been interesting. Like it's been a lot of like low pressure for me because I'm like, I don't have to worry about if I'm coming back or not. Like, but it's also pressure of like, okay, I got to bring a character that's gonna like, you know, not be better than Tortuga, but like you always want to do like bigger and better stuff.
Yeah.
But like,
You for sure want to be different.
right, different and more compelling in different ways, and like,
Right.
you know, somebody that like can have a different dynamic adding to the group and to the show as a whole. So it's been interesting. It's been a lot of fun to build a new character, and I'm really, really excited for my season 2 character.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing that is nice that I have that none of these other guys have is I have a surety that this character that I've planned on is going to be it.
And I'll tell
it's really fun.
And I'll tell you, like, because I have mine almost all the way complete, but I haven't, besides when I'm in front of the computer on D&D Beyond, hashing out backstory and stuff, I try my best not to think about it. Because, I mean, there's a possibility that Rab is the one that comes back. And so I can't invest until I know, until this Friday when it closes.
Well, and I mean, the other thing, too, is, like, if you plan this dude and Rab gets picked, you can save him for season 3.
Yeah, but what if Rab gets voted in again? Or what if we continue the
If
vote
he
and
does,
things like
that's
that?
Crazy.
Yeah.
But, like, absolutely. So, I mean, I don't know. It's really exciting, and I think it's a really fun thing to have the audience help us on. You know? I'm excited because, I don't know, it's just fun to have a different way of interacting.
I think the voting was a plan of Seth's from the very beginning, too, which
Was it
makes
really?
it... I'm pretty sure he thought... Did he really? I'm pretty sure Seth has planned from the beginning to involve the audience in a way where you all get to decide, you know, major point in the story. And I think that's what makes the story more meaningful, you know? Because one of my favorite things to do when I was a young kid was get those Pick Your Adventure books. Do you remember those? Or even like...
I found my first one in 4th grade, and I thought I had figured it out, man. I was like, this is the best thing ever.
Right. And there was, I can't remember, maybe someone out on Twitch could find it, but there was this video game on the PC. I want to say Zod. I can't remember. But it was a text-based choose your adventure game. And I would play the absolute hell out of that game whenever I went over to my aunt and uncle's house. And they would watch me a lot growing up. And I would just go up to my uncle's office and he would turn it on for me and everything. And yeah, the choose your adventure aspect of this season, I think is great. And it lets the audience, the community that we love and that we're helping nourish and grow one another, or help one another grow, excuse me. I think that ties us closer together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we've talked about, if all the rest of the guys were here, we've all talked about how grateful we are for the community that we're gaining. And yeah, anyway, it sounds like something cool happened.
What the heck? Freaking first time chat viewer Clark from the Void just commented and said, "I will still find you, Tortuga."
I don't like that.
Yeah, I bet it's Seth. Good job, because that's dope.
Hey, if it's you, are you on your way?
Whoever did that, I love it. That's great. Tanny just dropped in. Hi, Tanny.
Hi, Tanny.
She said, "Hi, boyos."
Tanny, by the way, I've seen lately some of your art. You're freaking talented.
She's getting back into it. She's really excited about it. I keep telling her.
Yeah.
More. That's the other thing that is fun too. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
Just about more stuff. Who said that? Oh, it was Casey. Oh no, I ruined it. Sorry, your mirage is gone.
Oh no. Pay no attention to the Casey behind the curtain.
Casey behind the curtain. Behind the void, as it were. Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Kurt, thank you.
Do you guys have any other questions about season 1 or?
Yeah, more behind the scenes stuff. Kyle's not here to say no.
Kyle is not here. After the long weekend working in Chicago, we only felt it best that he
spending time with his kids.
Yeah, he didn't see his kids for almost a whole week.
Yeah, they didn't recognize him when he got back.
They did.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I picked him up from the airport and I walked into their house and they were like, "Dad?
Dad?
No, not Dad." I was like, "Not Dad."
Dad holds mail. Big joke.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, Kyle, respectively, we're letting. He asked. He didn't really ask, but we were. I think it was mutually understood that hey, you don't have to come tonight.
Yeah. And, what we're planning for tonight, based on all the paints, is this Thursday we are filming a one-shot wonder, and we are painting minis that we've designed, and we're going to paint them tonight and have you all watch and hang out with us and talk about it. The issue is that Seth is the one with the resin printer, and Seth's not here yet.
He's on his way.
So as soon as Seth gets here, it's gonna get real.
I have a
up in here.
question, if you don't mind. I'd like to pose to the chat.
Yeah, one second. James. Yeah, it's not gonna be just us tonight. Seth will be coming.
James is so. I hope it's not just you two tonight. I'm just messing with you.
Tanny, that's the best reason to jump off. She's showing her roomies Ted Lasso.
Mm-hmm.
Freak. You've seen Ted Lasso?
Mm-hmm.
Chat, if you have not watched Ted Lasso, freaking get it done.
Season 2. Oh.
It's all just so... There's not a single person that I wouldn't recommend that show to. It is so good.
Yeah.
But this is not a Ted Lasso cast. I'm starting that on my own. We don't have funding yet, but we'll get there. But no, thanks for stopping by. Smokey Barrel said he is coming. He had an issue with a mini. Oh no! Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully we got it.
It's probably mine again.
James Woolsey said no. If it was a duo, I'd be happy. I've had too much Seth. I find myself often that way. I've had too much stuff. That's a lie. That's a lie. I love him.
I wanted to pose a question because I'm pretty positive that everyone in the chat has at least listened to some of the podcast.
I think so.
So, chat, I would like to know what have been some of your favorite instances for season 1.
Sorry, Tegan said I've had too much stuff too. Yeah, that's a good point. What are some of your favorite moments from season 1?
While they're typing, Eric, what's been one of your favorite moments from season 1?
Boy, howdy. Oh man. Like all of Kyle's chapter.
Oh, yeah.
No, I really, really enjoyed the character growth that happened towards the end of Kyle's chapter. Like the race and stuff was a lot of fun, and like all the puking and whatever was a lot of fun, and the gas coming out was insane. But like once we went and like met Freya and like went in there, like, oof, I love
Met Wolf and no Hank. I mean Wolf.
And then just like the fight underground and like the whole picture that Kyle painted with that fight and like just the emotions of everything and the magical weapons. Like I loved it. I loved it so much, and like it was a fun little shout out to like our film and stuff and like everything like that. So that was really good from Kyle's. From yours, I really liked like all the sailing stuff. And I mean, I realized that was like a lot of it, but like it was fun because I had sailing experience, and I was like, oh man, like the other guy that would get this is Rab, and he's not here,
right?
Know? And, I don't know. It was fun because like we were all doing our things and like playing our roles in a very specific way. Yeah. Like Torkatuga was like, I know I can help, and I'm gonna do that and like earn trust. And Lenny was like, I'm gonna kind of like sneak around here and get some stuff going. And Frolic was just like, what's going on? You know, like always. And I just loved how we did that so naturally. I hated everything in mine.
Don't. You're such an artist where you're like, mine was garbage, but everyone else's was good.
No, I don't know. I really enjoy Ron. He's one of my favorite characters that I have.
And he's an NPC that you've put in other campaigns that you've DM'd, right?
Yeah, he just pops up in my world whenever I kind of need him.
That's awesome.
You know, I think we all have characters like that where it's like, oh, I need a.
I may make Thomas one of mine that pops up in every.
I was going to say, Khaleesi Casey jumped in pretty quickly and said everything Tom's. So.
Yeah. Anyway, you're answering, so I'll let you finish.
We all loved Tom's.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much of like a crowd favorite he was going to be. Like everybody loves Tom's.
So when I was developing the story,
yep.
And again, I'll say, someone asked me, "Did you come up with that because during COVID and stuff?" Well, I mean, yeah. We were like, okay, we're just going to take a chapter. What do I want my story to be based on? And I was like, well, what if I sent them to a realm that's mainly water, where they're dealing with a pandemic, a disease, a plague that is sweeping the realm. And and so yeah, but when I got to like the halfway point, I was like, okay, I had it mapped out. I want an NPC that will fight alongside them. Seth's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Seth Mo Jerome.
Perfect.
Anyway, you were saying?
But anyway, I was like, I need an NPC that I haven't heard before. And I was like, I've never played a campaign where anyone's had like just a young kid surfer voice, just really valley guy that's just like, but can still fight and is awesome.
Right.
I was like, as soon as I developed the character and I kind of thought what he looked like, and Bone Dust did an amazing job with the artwork on that one too.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I was like, perfect. What voice will I give him? I gotta go hardcore. Just super badass.
Badass, man.
And lo and behold, every time I bump into people that I know that have listened to it, they always say badass. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Put that on a shirt. Tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Tom's. I'm gonna loop and finish because I figured for mine I liked I liked the stuff with Clark that I threw in, of like
Most
finding
definitely.
places where he can't see us.
Yeah.
Because like that, I put that in and I didn't tell anybody I was going to do that, and then later Kyle used a similar concept to make like a thing, and like it opens a lot more opportunities. And I was
A
just
huge
doing
linchpin to like his whole
right
chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like that was really fun, and having it come to fruition later was a lot of fun too. And like it was fun because we were going and you guys were like getting ready for bed, and I like typed something up. I mean, this is just audio. That episode is, or that chapter is, and so I typed something up really quick and I texted it to Seth, and I had him read it because that wasn't planned or whatever, and so I was just like, shoot. So I just made that really quick so he could read it, and it turned out great. So that was a lot of fun. Probably one of my favorite things about Seth's campaign was it was so fun because it was like when we were first getting to know each other, and I think that first little fight with the kobolds just set the tone for what our group was going to be like for the rest of the season. Because Kyle's like, and
Rab's like,
and Rab's like, I'm gonna get there, and then he does stuff at the end, but like Kyle's like, I want to fight, but I can't. I gotta let this kid out of a bag. Like, typical Lenny, like having to do a chore while the rest of us are like being badass and cool or whatever. And like, and it set the thing for Frolic at the beginning, being like, and we're all like, who is this
I am
guy?
not at all.
And then at the end, we're like, I love that dude. Seth Mo Jerome, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, do you see the weather outside? It's bananas.
Is it raining?
It is not raining, but there is thunder literally all around us. It's crazy.
I'm going to leave the show. Seth, do you want a nug?
Thunder and lightning. I'm good. I'm all nugged out, actually.
They're turkey nugs.
Avocado, maybe.
Oh, should have gotten the avocado ones. I'm going to hop in chat really quick and read some of these things real quick, and then we can jump to you guys for fave moments or whatever we're doing there. Cleasy K said, everything Tom's. Tama said, Tama, welcome. Did you know that in Marvel, all Sorcerer Supremes are actually wizards that become warlocks the moment they turn Sorcerer Supreme? Yeah, because of the patron with like Dormammu and everything. Is that what you're going for? Does Doctor Strange have a patron though?
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Come to bargain.
I mean, don't you bargain with?
Dormammu come on the show.
Yeah, Dormammu come on the show. You no-formed being. Cleese Case said, I thought the fairy tale stuff was so fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad I did that because the three of you came up with like very original stories, and I'm glad that I showcased that a lot of the time D&D is just stealing storylines from stuff you like.
100%.
Like,
100%.
that's a big part of it, and like it needs to be okay with that. Seth, that scared the crap out of me.
He was trying to kill himself.
I was like, oh no! Jay Lafette, welcome to the chat, my guy. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Hope your live went well. For that brief little moment that I jumped in, it seemed like things were good. So,
and just so you know, JLo, we're here for you.
Absolutely.
All you guys over there that we're close to Farrell the DJ. We want to know that you're in our thoughts, you're in our prayers.
Yep.
Much love to you in Blue Eyed Darkness for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Big time. Thanks for welcoming in JLo Fett. Robin has a big long message. She said, as somebody who doesn't actually play D&D, the storytelling was really fun for me to listen to. The fantasy aspect is a different genre than I normally consume. She's like Jane Austen all the way.
Really?
Robin? Oh my gosh, that's like all she listens to, dude. And like that kind of style. Anyway, doesn't matter. It does, Robin. I love you. Fantasy aspect is a different genre than I normally consume, but this was a really fun way to expand my horizons. Also, just really fun to feel like I'm hanging out with my brother and cousin.
Oh, that is so gosh darn cute.
And it's like really like, okay, I'll cry or whatever.
That's great.
It's cute.
That's how family works.
Yep. Oh, hey, Seth, ask the guys about my good news. Ask us.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Kurt.
Hey, hi.
What's the news?
Oh, you didn't hear?
Oh, nope, I didn't hear. What's the news?
Bad news.
Oh,
James Woolsey's roommate forgot stuff. Or
DMV.
didn't get their stuff figured out at the DMV. That's the bad news. Good news is they moved into their new apartment today.
James?
Great news is after getting some stuff moved in, his boss messaged him and said he got a $3 raise.
James!
That's what I'm saying.
Working that late night shift.
So there's that good news for you.
That did good. I mean,
J-Lo said, dude, my internet is garbage, so if anyone said anything to me, I haven't heard squat.
it's okay.
Oh, J-Lo, we're going to say what we said again.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you heard it. Because you said you didn't hear it. We love you. We support you. We're here for you.
Yeah.
I dropped into your live for just a few seconds. We were trying to get stuff ready here.
As did I.
Same.
Looked like things were going good over there.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, Kurt mentioned. I don't know if you want to.
Absolutely. I just want you to know you are in our thoughts and prayers. We are very grateful for your support, and we hope that you and Blue Eyed Darkness and all those who were close with Farrell the DJ are coping well. If there's anything we can do to help you and any of them, feel free to reach out privately to us. We'd love to do whatever we can to help people. Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. So, love you so much. You're the
Much
best,
love.
J-Lo.
Yeah, dude.
He said, I love you guys. We love you too. Thomas said they get their powers back from dark realms and other entities to the point Doctor Strange mentions their names before using their powers. Huh. I might have to look into that more.
Vampire.
This Marvel stuff goes over my head.
Sometimes, yeah, for me. It's interesting. Thomas said, by the way, any tips for first session with randos?
Ooh.
This Thursday might join my second ever game of D&D, a one-shot, but with randos.
So, I mean, if I can jump in.
Absolutely.
I don't know, can
So,
you?
I'm going to.
Okay.
Um,
Are you? Sorry.
No. Yes. So the biggest thing is, and I say this every time we do these lives, the campaign is not for you necessarily. It's for the players.
Oh, yeah. Are you DMing or are you playing? Because that
That's
does
what it comes
differentiate.
down to. If you're
Seth is
DMing
talking DM-wise.
But if you're with strangers, I mean, honestly, session 0 where where you all break the ice with one another is the best way to go. The whole point of a campaign is, well, the cliche point of a campaign is you're all meeting for the first time. You don't know each other to begin with, so how's that any different than you guys starting at the table? That's all I gotta say.
That's a good point. He is a player. Will be joining randos online. Skinny Kai
Oh, so
says
it's
Seth's
for you.
mic isn't working. Did we give him the right mic?
How about now?
We tested
Hey,
it earlier,
Hey
didn't
Kyle,
we?
is it working now?
Talk into it again. What about the other
Can I do both? Hello. Ah! Pina coladas.
Getting caught in the rain.
one? Hold on, don't say anything.
Porcelain throne.
How do I?
Purple
This one?
pansy pillow penguins. On a porcelain throne. One of them wanted
Should be like 40.
popsicles. The other wanted scones. The one who
that
was
better?
outvoted was the one who was left alone.
Kyle, can you hear him now?
So he got on social media,
Wait, talking
played it on his phone.
because that's the one we. plugged
Hello?
in, right? Yeah, you're talking in the wrong mic. That's the one. No, that one. Get
Hello?
that.
Hello? This is the one I started with.
I know, but that's the one we have plugged in. That's it. There you go.
Parameters.
Thank you,
Parameters.
Thank you, Kyle.
Hey, Seth. Push that mic at him.
Could you get out of
That
here,
crap
please?
out of the way.
Hey, you guys
Okay.
eating Burger King?
Do you want the rest of my
No.
Big Mac? I took one bite out of it.
Can I just say,
I don't know. Can you?
I always talk about this, but when I was in Switzerland,
Switzerland.
the best food I had, no joke, was from Burger King. They had a Swiss whiskey burger,
Whiskey burger?
and that would be a fitting name, wouldn't it? But it was called the Swiss whiskey burger, and it was the best burger I've ever had on the face of this planet,
Ever?
ever in
The
the whole
best
world.
burger was from Burger King.
In Switzerland.
Damn.
It was good, and I was made fun of a lot, but it was worth it.
I won't make fun of you. That's just surprising.
It was so good.
I think the best burger I've ever had was the first time I had a Crown Burger. It is yet to be that good again.
That juicy.
But man, it hit me that first time. That pastrami, dude. Yeah, Tyler's agreeing with me. Okay,
Pastrami.
getting back in chat really quick.
Are we?
Yeah, Tama. I think just go in ready to be a team player. Ultimately, I think the biggest thing in D&D that can hurt you is when you prioritize your story over everybody else's. Because you care about your character a whole lot, but the thing is if you put as much effort into everybody else's character, then they will do the same back into yours, and everybody will get a well-rounded story. I think. I don't know. I've never played with randos. I am a big old spoiled boy that's got to play with friends mostly. So some enemies as well. But
Hang on, let me finish. I've played with plenty of randos.
Kurt
Samesies.
wants to talk.
No.
J-Lo
Seth,
Fett
what?
said, "This is me not crying right now." We love you, J-Lo.
J-Lo, you're the best. Oh no, my first campaign was with you, obviously. Yeah, it was at on the pool
Oh,
table.
yeah.
Session 1. I don't think we went any further than that.
We did 2 sessions.
We did 2 sessions. But then my first full run session was with complete strangers, and they turned out to be some of the coolest people I know.
Stryker said, "Did you just turn down a free burger?"
Yes.
He did.
Stryker, I'm a different kind of person.
Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you don't have words for it.
Words
Was
fail.
Tama the one that asked the question?
Mhm.
I will say that to build off of what you both have said as your answers, I think whenever you're playing with strangers, you're hesitant to also be as expressive as you want to be. And I would say don't do that. I mean, even if you're playing with complete strangers, that's actually a greater time to make a fool out of yourself. Like, dedicate wholly to the character. If they have a problem with it, that's their deal, not yours. If you like the character that you've made, go all the way.
Yeah. Sorry, I just, not to take a huge left turn or whatever, but J-Lo said, honestly, after the difficult news from yesterday, I couldn't wait for tonight. I needed this. I can't tell you how much you guys are my happy place.
Oh,
So that's really awesome of you to say. J-Lo, we really appreciate you. You and Blue Eyed and all the people that you brought with you and everything like that.
Yeah.
Losing somebody that you're close with is always really, really hard. And I'm really sorry you're going through it. But I can't tell you how much it means to me. I don't speak for these guys, but I can't tell you how much it means to me that this is a thing that you knew would make you feel better coming to hang out with us. That's really awesome. So thank you. And you're with us in our hearts always. You're the best. And all of you guys mean a lot to us, especially all of you guys that have just been here from the beginning. I mean, and helping us this whole time. So we love you guys. Thank you so much. And thanks for being really great to each other in the chat. Everybody's sending hugs. The Nightbot hugged J-Lo. Oh, one hug has been given in our chat. You guys, Nightbot is keeping a total. Stryker says, J-Lo, I love you, buddy. It breaks my heart to see you in pain. My deepest condolences. Sarah said, hi, Stryker. Hope all is well. Thomas said, I appreciate it. Thomas said, J-Lo, Fett. Thomas wild shaping into a bear and gives J-Lo a super tight bear hug there.
Nice.
So, sorry. You guys are really awesome.
Yeah, we got the Litchlings we're lucky to have you guys.
Yeah, a bunch of great
We appreciate the camaraderie and the love that you show to us and to one another, especially. Well,
now that Seth is here,
I have presents.
Seth has presents.
With my presents
Oh.
comes presents.
Oh.
Presents.
And now to present.
Words of Kanye West, my presence is a present, kiss my ass.
Tyler
Whoa.
quoted Kanye West and he said, my presence is a present, kiss my ass.
Oh, what a...
If you quote Kanye in this office again, I'll jump over that dividing wall.
You have not spent a whole lot of time in this office because,
no.
yeah, Kanye is quoted a lot by that dude.
Holy crap, 3 hugs have been given. 4 hugs have been given. Nightbot's hugging people like crazy.
That's what I'm talking about.
You
I'm
got a
jail
little,
vet.
you got a little Seinfeld there. He's hugging
He's
people like
hugging people
crazy.
like crazy. Kramer,
What's the deal with the hug?
what's up with that?
I can't do that one.
Can you not? Do I have one that you can't do?
What's up with the hugs? I can't
Hey,
do.
by the way,
Oh my!
By the way,
if you ever want to hear a phenomenal Winnie the Pooh or
it's
Tigger,
Seth. Yeah,
it's Seth Mojorum.
you got to hit one.
No, you don't have to do it right now, but I'm just saying, I hope that
he
you get to
killed
hear it someday because
He kills it.
he does. Give us your presents
Give me
with your
presents.
presence and your presence.
All right.
Daddy, give me presents.
So I was late because I was busy with the 3D printer printing
I
out
want it
characters
now.
for our next campaign that we're doing.
We told him on Thursday.
Oh,
we are,
yeah.
recording.
That's what I'm
Seth
talking
is
about.
the DM,
I am.
so he's all.
And I'm providing everyone in my campaign. No,
Oh.
that's Kyle. That's you. Your guy is so cool, by the way.
I love him. You know who he is, right?
Yeah. Grim Schnick.
Graham Stickle.
Grim.
Oh, dude, he turned out so
Right?
good.
Right?
I
my
need
gosh.
to
I,
cut this.
I updated my little printer to make it even finer.
This is
edge.
insane.
oh, Seth.
That's Kyle's. If you want to,
There's not even like any lines on
No,
there.
Right?
it's right here.
It's perfect.
That'll be Kyle's.
Kyle,
Oh,
right?
Oh my
Dragonborn.
gosh.
Right?
Nice.
I believe it's a
So
copper
good.
dragon.
I'm gonna modify this spear a little bit. He's actually playing with a ukulele.
You got a
ukulele-
ukulele going.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cut down here to make it half what it is. But I mean, yeah, I'm playing a
Dude.
Earth Genasi.
That's cool.
He doesn't have ears.
Bro, I cannot see a single
Anyway.
line on
Isn't that
this.
amazing?
Let's see yours.
This is.
And
this
this
what I printed for
this
this.
is
That's
Graham Schneckle.
amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The
This
detail on that.
this
is
character right
so
here
good.
is one of my favorite characters that Eric has ever
Yeah, I
played.
was gonna say. I think the.
That's the
audience
that's
is
the
really
damsel
gonna
in
like
distress.
Oh
of the
my
campaign.
gosh, Seth! This
Wow.
detail, bro.
Right.
So good.
That's our little damsel.
Shout out to Hero Forge, you guys. Freaking-
Wow.
If you want to make a character? Go on. Hero
Wow.
Forge. It's so good. We
Buddy.
love it.
Thank you, Seth, for taking the time to print these.
Yeah.
By the way, I
You guys are.
genuinely appreciate it.
Absolutely, my friends. Are we all
Um,
painting, or is it Kurt painting, or
I'm gonna stay on the horn, just managing things.
He,
here.
you are
So
doing the
you
ones
g-
and twos
Yeah,
in the
I'm doing
chat.
the ones and twos and everything. You guys are gonna.
I got some painting I gotta do.
Yeah,
if
no,
that's cool.
paint away, my guy.
You can
Please do.
have
This one.
all
come
of
back over
these.
here.
I only need these three.
That one you got.
Yeah, we'll share the really tiny
share
ones.
the white one.
Sarah Nassar has said, "I've adopted all of you as my older brothers." That's very sweet.
Hey, yeah, for real.
You know,
I'm
you
totally
got this.
down. Anytime you need a big brother.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's
Big
freaking
brother.
go.
Yeah.
That kid talk to you at school again? That kid talk to you at school again? I told him not to. I told him not to, or I'd meet him by the flagpole.
Perfect.
It just snapped right off.
I mean, I'm a strong guy.
Yeah.
I told him I'm a strong
I
guy.
know how to make a spear
I
into an
snapped that
ukulele.
thing off.
I got muscles.
My dexterity is a 20.
I got a +6 to any strength check you want to throw my way. Anyway,
What's that?
I'm painting your face.
No.
All right.
sweet.
Uh,
Did you finish, by the way, talking about your favorite
Are you
moments?
done?
Or do we have
I did.
other
There's
comments?
just a lot more in chat.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
if we ever have a lull, we can go back to that.
Yeah.
J-Lo loves presents. Your presence is a present to me.
Goodness.
There's another joke. We did it again.
15 people.
James Woolsey said, "Nice, thick boy." I assume you're talking about me. Khaleesi Casey says, "I has a question."
Lisa
Shoot.
Casey.
Shoot it.
She said, "You said you were like a full functional studio. What does that mean? What do you guys do besides make an awesome podcast?" That's a great question. Who wants to take it?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll all take it. Yeah.
So back at the very, very, very beginning of Demi-Lich on TikTok, we introduced ourselves in the podcast as Demi-Lich Diaries, District 22's newest D&D podcast. So the studio that we all talk about and like the company that we're all a part of is District 22 Studios. I'm trying to. Do we have a mug or something around here? Oh, here we go. That's sticky on the inside.
Nice.
Sorry.
It's District 22 Studios. That's our little logo there. And that's us, District 22 Studios. We've been
there we go.
together and like officially a company / like group since 20.
It's been 3 years.
Well, since we registered as an LLC, yes,
Yeah,
it's
3
been
years.
3 years.
3 years.
But we've
No,
been
When was
longer than
Goldfish? Goldfish was the first,
2015.
thing. Was it 15?
15 wasn't
No,
Goldfish,
it
but
was
15 was the
17.
first.
It was 16.
17.
When was your
It's
kid born?
2017.
Yeah, 17.
2017? So it was 2017.
Because
So we've been
Seth, Kyle, and I all had children born in 17.
same year. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Right around when Goldfish was. I mean, yours was later.
Later. Yeah.
Mine was a month old when we filmed it. Kyle's was like a week.
Yeah. 2017 is what your wife is saying. So good job.
But I mean, District 22, we were doing stuff in like 2015.
Yeah, well, not as District 22.
We called ourselves District 22.
We did.
When we did
In
Goldfish.
2015? That
When
was
we-
Goldfish was
2017.
2017.
Right, but the name was come up with right at the get-go.
Yeah.
Right, but that was when District 22 started. Before that, we were Just a
I
group
think
of
there's a
people.
gray area for sure.
yeah.
Because when we helped out like the Geek Factory and those places like that.
It was Geek Factor, but yeah,
Geek
like,
Factor, excuse me. We were, yeah.
it was
I
all
get
the
what you're
same
saying.
people, but
Yeah.
anyway, so District 22 Studios is who we are. We have a website that you can check out, district22studios.com. If you want to go and vote, by the way, on
We
our
have
on our
3
poll, you
days.
only have
4
4
days.
days.
4 days.
4 days, district22studios.com
going.
/vote. That's where that comes from. But we have a website you can check us out at district22studios.com. We have a YouTube you can check us out at District22 Studios is just our YouTube. We have Instagram, District22 Studios. We're all over.
Yeah.
We're, it's a small film company. We do ads. We currently have a client on I don't know
YouTube.
if I can say that, Tyler. Can I say that?
Yeah, I was gonna say so.
We have a client that we edit for. Is that a safe way to say that?
We have 2.
We have a lot of those.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of clients that we edit videos
That's
for,
fair.
and we
And it
do some social media work for. And
and I mean that includes a YouTuber, that includes a multimedia company, that includes
Kickstarter
a
events,
a
events.
IT company,
That includes a craft show.
a craft show.
Hospital?
We've done work for, I don't know how many
Craft
people are
show.
familiar
Do a
with.
hospital one time?
We've done things for Evermore,
It was
Evermore Park,
Yeah, we've done
We've
done
done-
a lot of stuff.
yeah, we've done a lot of
So
things.
We're all
Cinemark.
over.
Fat Cats.
Fat
Yeah.
Cats.
We have, if you want to go and see all of our short films that we've done, you can go on our YouTube. Goldfish is one that we've mentioned a few times. That was the first thing that we did. Won a film festival with it. That was really exciting.
We got-
also
we gotta go to France
We
for
gotta
it. That
go
was
to
awesome.
Europe and show
We
it.
have a couple episodes of a show, TV show, web show,
Little
whatever you want to
miniseries.
call it, miniseries called Cohabitation. It's really great. Kyle's in that.
Our good friend James Rudd.
Our really good friend James Rudd is in that. We all worked on it. So that's what District 22 Studios is, and that's where we're at right now. Is the District 22 Studios studio?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's
And we
what,
don't just do
Tyler's working on.
And we just don't do film too. We also have shot stills for people,
Yep.
advertisements, things like that. So yeah,
all sorts of stuff. So there you go. There's the big long explanation. Tegan said before
ahead, man. Go
before
ahead.
2017 we were just a bunch of dudes filming things, which is fair.
primarily in Tegan and Seth's house.
Yeah. J-Lo Fett said, if you're ever looking to expand and diversify, volunteer as tribute. Token Hispanic guy looks good for equal opportunity reasons, Hey, man.
My man.
Who knows? Who knows? Just saying. Who knows? STDVH. What's up?
That's the name.
That's also X.
All right.
I forget your other XTX. You're both, right? You have 2 accounts? I'm pretty sure. Hi. Welcome. Striker says, I wish I had a cool job like that. It is cool. Currently, it is only 2 of our day jobs. It is Kyle's day job and it is Tyler's day job.
At the moment.
At the moment, we're hoping to make it so the rest of us can do that and support families and self and things like that. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Yeah, another great way to happen would be from the pod. So keep supporting. We had a fun comment in the chat here. Robin says, "Film my wedding in the future."
Absolutely,
We do
Robin.
that, right? We
Will
do
be a
that.
Jane Austen
We
wedding?
offered that at one point.
Let's do a Jane Austen
We
wedding.
still do that. Yeah, we could do it, Robin.
We did a really cool one. Tyler, Kyle, and I. Where did we go? Logan. We did
There you
a
go.
really cool one in Logan, Utah, and it was a blast.
Hey.
Yeah.
A couple of us are going to be at the wedding anyway. So, not me, of course. Big Comment says, "Hi." Welcome, Biz Comment. Big Comment. James Woolsey says, "Be my personal documentary crew in the future." Hey, you got something to document? District 22 Studios will shoot it for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Did you know you have rights? Well, the Constitution says you do. I'm Saul Goodman. I love that so much. It's so freaking funny. Robin said we're all invited.
Yay.
When's it happening, Robin?
And I presume it's the same person that I've known for a while too.
It is.
Adam,
I would hope.
which I don't know if he's ever watching this with you, but
Very cool.
Adam,
Adam, come on the show.
you're such a great man. And Robin, you're a great gal. And yeah, just two wonderful people who,
Yeah, they're all right.
yeah, whatever. Anyway, not to get sappy,
No,
but
I love them.
yeah.
James Woolsey says, "What are you serving for dinner?" Oh, yeah. Robin invited the entirety of the chat to the audience
Oh,
as well.
there we go.
Very fun. Oh, Robin made a very good point. Adam is asleep already. It is past his bedtime. He is the oldest man I've met. He is so old. Older than you.
It's not possible.
It is.
He's not older than me.
I killed
is?
everyone.
No, he's not.
He is.
Really?
Do you really?
You really?
No, he's not. In number, no. In sleep habits, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Ah,
up?
I get it now.
Okay.
Took me a second.
Mm-hmm. You never met your grandpa. What?
I never met my grandpa.
I never met my grandma.
I ate my grandma.
I ate my grandpa.
No, I did meet my grandpa. But even that dude doesn't sleep as early as freaking Adam does. Ooh! Oh my god. J-Lo?
What do you do?
I already cried, dude.
What do you do?
What do you want from me?
What did J-Lo
Gave
do?
you my tears. He said, "Speaking of weddings, when I pop the question to Blue and get the details hammered out, we'd love to have you guys at our wedding." Do you know how cool that would be?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'd freaking cry like a little baby.
We would definitely
Hey, if you need somebody
love
to
to
film your
show up.
wedding.
And we would also, probably there would be some negotiation. Let's just say that. But yeah,
Tama
That
is
would be
back
awesome.
with pepperonis.
pepperonis.
Very cool.
Peppers.
I am here with honey mustard chicken nugget. Cold. So, earlier we asked what your favorite moments from season 1 are. So we'd love to hear more
Yeah, I want to hear that.
from you guys.
You got a friend.
I felt like my esophagus turned outside out.
I'm happy that I'm not the only person that thought you sound like Randy Newman right now.
I've often gotten that. So here's a little fun fact.
Some other folks, yeah,
Getting stronger too. I can't do it now.
but none of them will
Turns out
ever
you don't
love
wanna
you the
sound like
way I
Randy
do.
Newman.
It's
I just
me
need a
and you,
nugget
boy.
in my mouth.
Anyway.
James Woolsey said D&D wedding after we'll win the say I do's. STDVH said D&D wedding session. So here's a little fun story.
Okay. He's taking a big inhale.
I had a buddy. I had two buddies. But my one buddy,
That's amazing.
he had been asking, like, he'd never really played D&D, and he asked me about it all the time because he knew I played a lot. And we would talk about it all the time.
Nerds.
And then homie, homie was getting married. And he's like, "Hey, will you be a groomsman?" And I was like, "I would love to be." What a great thing, honor,
Absolutely.
being a groomsman. Shout out to Kyle for making me a groomsman that one time. Anyways, so he asks me to be his groomsman, and I was like, absolutely. And then things get closer to the wedding, and he's like, hey, for my bachelor party, would you be down to DM a one-shot? And I was like, freak yeah.
That's cool.
So I did, and it was super fun, and like without, talking all night about it, we watched a lot of the Marvel movies together, like almost every one. And so like the big thing of the D&D campaign was he was a dragonborn that was needing to get married to another dragonborn to like unite their tribes and stuff. But in order to do it, he needed to collect 6 stones, the Infinity Stones, in order to like do it. And so like him and his buddies like went on a quest to get all these things, and they had like riddles and combat and stuff. It was a lot of fun. They actually met Ron as well. Ron was there.
Nice.
And they did it, and then I wrote a wedding speech. Like I wrote like a ceremony, and I freaking did it for him. And it was great because it was like right at the end. So I was like, you guys can put your dice down. Like this is all it is. And by the end of it, it was friggin' 6 grown men just sitting around a table just sobbing.
That's awesome.
It was so good. And it was so much fun. And then I made a 7th one, and it was the Love Stone, and it was pink. And then I gave him a set of dice because it's 7 dice, and each one was a different color corresponding with the different stones.
Man, look
stuff.
at you.
It was a lot of fun. I was pretty proud of that. That was a proud DM moment right there. I had a lot of fun with that, and it was really cute. And I read the wedding speech the other day because I have it saved, and I was like, that's pretty okay, bud.
You're like, I'm not half bad at this.
That's not the worst thing I've done. So that was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's way cool.
I've never been to a themed wedding, like ever.
That was my wedding. We had a fully fledged medieval wedding with a
We'll have an old-fashioned wedding.
with a huge cobblestone fireplace out in the middle of the forest.
I really wish I would have known you.
Yeah.
I was
A
gonna
lot
say,
sooner.
That was before you knew me,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish you'd known me at that point. Because I knew you. I knew you when I was a little boy, which is weird. But
You make it seem like Seth is like...
Kyle and I go way back. We'll just say it that way.
Kyle and Seth went to high school together, and I went and saw Kyle in plays, which means I saw Seth in plays. And so I knew who Seth was, and Seth had no idea that there was a little redhead who was like, I know you.
That's how you talked as a 10-year-old.
I was up until 2 weeks ago. I talked like that.
I know you.
I know you.
But yeah, we had a way cool wedding. We had a
Pictures.
Yeah,
I love
so
walking into your
dope,
house
dude.
because they're up on the wall, and I'm like,
massive coat of arms banners that we had that are like 10 feet tall. We had a
So
roasted
cool.
pig with an apple in its mouth. We had massive whiskey barrels with root beer in them.
I love your wedding ring too. Like your wedding ring is
I'm not wearing it tonight.
gorgeous.
I'm so sorry,
Woohoo!
rough neighborhood.
Hey,
guys.
maybe I'll get a kiss from Seth finally.
Guys, I'm not wearing it tonight.
Tegan's pissed in the chat.
She's probably gonna kill me. Oh, is she in the chat?
I don't know right now.
Don't act like
gotta
you
be.
didn't know. You only left your house 10 minutes ago.
That's true.
Seth's wedding was gorgeous. Kobold kebab was still hangs as one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the kobold kebab. Freaking
Yeah, with your
season
trident.
one?
Season
Man,
one.
that's good. Chapter one.
Kababagool.
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 STDVH says, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. That's it. JLo.
That's
D20 groom's cake. Heck yeah.
Let's go.
Thomas said, D&D wedding is a result of a charisma check success. During the wedding, all the attendees roll inside except for me rolling sleight of hand to steal food. There you go. JLo, thanks. It was epic. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it. And thus Thanos was born. Exactly, Thomas. Strike says, speaking of Marvel, is Love and Thunder worth seeing? I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either.
Do you know what is worth seeing?
Here we go.
Top Gun.
Nope. Holy hell, is that movie so
Stuff
good?
about it. Tyler
Anyway,
says
sorry, I
Love
got
and Thunder
loud.
is worth seeing. It's all worth seeing. Is
I haven't seen
gonna
it.
be good or not is the question.
That's true.
I hope it's great. Khaleesi Casey said, nerdy wedding stuff. On our send-off, we gave our wedding party lightsabers and everyone glow sticks.
Let's go.
What?
Let's go.
That's legit. How many lightsabers?
Are they
is that?
dual ready lightsabers or
Just show.
Are they NeoPixel lightsaber?
NeoPixel.
NeoPixel.
How many pixels are we talking
was
about?
the Celebration Star Wars song,
Wow.
like the one at the end. Like is it the end of 5?
End of 6?
No, the Celebration song where they're like all getting medals. Is that the end of 4? Or
End of
5?
4.
End of
End of
4?
4.
Is that the one you're talking about? Because that's dope.
End of 4, Endor.
Endor 4. Dang, it's raining crazy hard outside.
I'm telling you, there's
killing me.
lightning everywhere.
If we lose power, we love you.
I love you.
If we lose power, we will.
Striker said,
Have a
or
long
Thomas
one.
said to Striker, if you saw the Comic Con, they
I'm
delete
telling you.
Comic-Con
Did you hear
grid and watch
Oh,
the
it's
movie, but if
rumbling
you
the
prepare
floor.
comic. Whoa. Oh, sorry about the movie. Cleese said the story is the cutest thing I've ever heard. That's very sweet. James said my friend wants her future husband to sing Ninja Sex Party Heartboner as a reception. tune."
Wow.
I have not heard that song.
We can't
uh,
play it right now, but after stream.
And sing it to each other.
Robin the Bobbin, yes, that was an Annie Get Your Gun reference. I'm glad you caught it because I'm always hoping that you catch my little sneaky references in there. Khaleesi said, I also went to high school with them. Crazy? Khaleesi? Casey went to high school with you guys?
Yeah.
How have I not known that?
We go way back.
What the freak?
We went to junior high with Khaleesi Casey.
Where have I been?
You've been watching all these plays that we were in.
Khaleesi Casey,
Your head
what was
up in the
your favorite?
clouds.
Was it Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat? Was it West Side Story? No, West Side Story wasn't there. Was it was it possibly the dinner theater that they did? What other show?
Was
did
it
I see you and
Aida?
Seth?
Which
Aida was the
I
first
didn't
one.
see. I don't think I saw.
Did you say Aida?
I don't know that I did. I might have been too young. Okay, I was a little boy.
Kyle did Aida with me.
I know he was. That was before Kyle had his
Marib.
growth spurt, and he was a little short boy.
He was running across the stage, sneaking with
it is so hard
What
for
was
me
the other one that
to
you guys were in?
remember, even imagine a
Beauty and
time
the
where
Beast.
Kyle's not tall.
It's so weird because he was like little guy, and then in like 1 year he was like
senior year.
Yeah.
And he played Lumiere, which is so perfect for his
It was such a great part for him.
growth spurt.
Yeah, he killed it.
It was perfect.
Shout out to Kyle, being a cool guy.
Jeez.
It is.
That's crazy. I didn't know you guys went to high school. That's
Okay.
awesome.
I think we need to. I know we already acknowledged how much it's raining outside, but I am definitely a storm dad. Where like if there's a good storm, I'm like, oh, can you hear it? Is that not so
I
awesome?
take my kids driving through thunderstorms.
I open.
I'll just go outside and
I'll
stand in the
open
rain
our front
'cause I just
door
wanna feel
and be like,
something.
kids, don't you love this? And my oldest, Hannah, she's like, this boring. But my youngest, she's like, Dada.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
The
thank
youngest
you.
is always the one
Thank
that gets
you.
it and is always the smartest and best child. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with this.
Khaleesi said, what are you doing? Sorry, STD said the monsters. I need a better nickname for you, my guy. I feel weird saying that.
Oh, nice.
STDVH said, so my monsters were killed and now the spirits help me in battle. So now instead you have a zoo full of spirits. That's good. Scary. Khaleesi Casey said, we also played the Red Wedding song from Game of Thrones because I want to see how many people. That's a horrible thing to do at a wedding.
Nah.
Why would you do that to your guests?
It's the irony. They're like
It's the irony.
It's the don't piss us off at our
Don't
wedding.
piss us off. We'll feed you your son.
We'll murder everyone in
Murder
this
everyone. We'll
room.
kill you dead. Striker says, you have rain? What's that like? I didn't think that existed anymore. Just a myth.
Oh, it's hitting hard.
It's going.
We live
I
in a
can
place
hear it
that
against
has
this window, man.
mountains like on all parts of the compass.
Valley.
We live in
What's the compass?
we literally live
I
in a
know
bowl.
exactly what you mean, but I've
Yeah.
just never heard somebody say
I
that.
say things that no one says.
Rough ball.
Rough ball.
I hate it when you say that.
Rough ball.
Rough ball is one of my
You're doing
favorite
two
Sethisms.
things, rough idea,
I-
ballpark, and you're
I-
combining them in a
I've
rough
adapted
ball.
the Olin Rogers approach because that's what he does. He like
Hey, cool
makes
shirt.
up words on the spot.
Cool shirt.
Hey, by the way, Olin Rogers, come on the show.
Come on the
Olin
show
Rogers
for sure.
come on the show.
Wouldn't that be
I'll
amazing?
cry.
Yeah, I'd
I
bawl
will-
my eyes out.
I will shit my pants and cry at the same
I won't
time.
cry, but I'll just be excited. that
Oh
you're
my
here.
gosh.
I'll
I love
poop and
Olin
cry.
Rogers.
I'll poop and cry
Olin
with
Rogers,
you.
please come on the show. Oh my gosh.
Ghost in the stall. Let's go.
James, yeah, I have been under a rock, apparently. Khaleesi Casey said the dinner theater was fun. For some reason, the one most in my head is the Seven Sisters and Brothers one or something like that.
Seven Brides for Seven
Brothers.
That was after we
After your
graduated.
time.
I was in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Where?
You were at 'em, weren't you?
I was.
Where?
Community high school.
That is literally a dream role of mine.
I was just wondering if they
Adam.
did it because they did it down at Snow. Shout out to
I wasn't
Robin.
there
She did
a few years before I was down there.
That's fair. That is very true. Robin said, "Wow, ouch, rude. Why? What did I do? What did I do, Rob? I don't know what I did.
You offended her.
Par for the course." Khaleesi said it was my own wedding. I could do whatever the hell I wanted. That's a
right.
very good point,
That's
Khaleesi.
right.
JLFed, said I'd do the same. I would take my kids out on the patio to watch the rain.
I love it. That's like one of my fondest memories. Like, I used to live in Washington State.
Ooh.
And that's
Waya
where the
waya?
thunderstorms are hard. So every time it rained, my dad would take us out in the van, and the van had a skylight, and we'd lay the seat down, and it would make a bed, and we'd all just lay on the back seat bed and watch the lightning from all around.
That's freaking
us.
sweet.
It was amazing.
Storms in Washington are insane. I don't want to be this guy. Have you been in a southern rainstorm?
Yes.
Dude, I was just going to say.
Freaking,
Dude, the worst.
it's insane.
You can't see 5 feet
No,
in front
it's
of you.
awesome. I mean, if you don't have anywhere to be, it's awesome.
I will say this because I've
holy-
experienced
That's fair.
both.
That's fair.
Washington, the rain is insane, but when you get down south or like East Coast, the thunder is
It doesn't stop.
That'll shake you.
man.
That'll shake you.
Like all my months that I've spent in like Florida and Georgia, like, and even in the Carolinas, those thunderstorms when they come in, some of my
No,
favorites.
yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, James has a good point. Never tell the bride her wedding is wrong. That's a fair point. My bad. Khaleesi said a few people hit under the tables and then we switched the song.
That's amazing.
Strike said, I live in Texas. Rain left this land long ago. That's
Not with hurricanes.
not with hurricanes. Yeah, that's your favorite kind
The
of
coastal
rain.
rains.
Katrina's back.
My gosh.
Dude, when I was a little kid in elementary school, they used to talk about like hurricanes like they were happening like all the time.
Yeah, it's every letter of the alphabet every year. I mean,
I know, but like I was
constant.
like, there's gonna be a hurricane here.
oh.
We're so far away.
Are
from the
you
ocean.
too young to
An
remember
idiot?
when
Yeah.
the tornado hit in downtown
Where? When?
Salt Lake?
Downtown Salt Lake.
Yeah, when?
90s?
Oh my gosh.
90s?
Early 2000s.
Attitude.
Like 2000.
I was so
literally.
young, dude.
Literally year
I
2000.
was like 4.
Killed one person, right?
I think
A
it was- I think it
tornado
was
did?
three. I think it was 3 people. Yeah.
Oh my
ripped,
gosh.
ripped windows out of all the buildings, like the
Insane.
skyscrapers and stuff. I lived 5 minutes away from that.
Yeah.
You were in Washington.
Not when it happened.
Oh.
family's from here.
What else do we got here? What else do we got? Hey, you guys, thanks for chatting. I love the interaction in chat. It just makes me so happy. All of you do. You're the best. Ooh, Sarah Nassar says we got some all the way in Louisiana, way down there in the bayou. Sorry.
Please stay on.
Louisiana.
I'm so sorry.
I want to go to Louisiana.
I want
I
to go
want to
to...
be there for freaking Mardi Gras.
Yeah?
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be
What's
cool.
the? Is it Bourbon Street? Is that the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Dude, that'd be cool.
Sounds so fun. We've told a random somebody to come on the show 4 times tonight. Pretty good.
Are they keeping tally?
Yeah, it's
That's
an iPod
awesome.
thing.
Awesome.
Khaleesi has it set up that it keeps tally. Castar rating with a party of 3. What's up? Thank you.
Castar,
What's
welcome.
up, Raid? What's up, Castar? Everybody, thank you for coming.
Were these the ones that were playing Phanophobia? Or was it Phasmophobia?
Phasmophobia.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
I think these are the same guys. I know them, by the way, if it is them.
Look at you. Sorry, I'm just catching up here.
You're
Golly.
good.
Casey, my memory from high school is terrible. Mine too. I had a lot of lunches in my car. Oh, Robin, I did say the youngest sibling is the best. I said it on purpose. What were you doing over there?
No, your comment was funny.
It sounded sad.
Oh,
I ate a whole lot of lunches in my
I
car.
hated high school. It was sad.
Hey,
Really?
you and me both, brother.
Dude,
Dude, I sloughed the heck out of high school.
I did too. I was hardly there.
Yeah.
But when I was there, I told these guys earlier, I used to skip class to go and watch Breaking Bad.
Really? Breaking Bad.
Oh, I've watched that show all the way through 6 times.
I forget.
Freaking love that show. It is so good.
It's good.
Gosh.
I learned about women and decided
Excuse
that
me?
I would never go to school again.
I think you should clarify a little bit more.
I was attracted to women in high school, so I left school and hung out at women's houses. What else is there to clarify?
You hung out at women's houses?
Yes.
Like
Think
your
you should
friends'
have-
moms?
Tegan,
What do you mean women's
Why would my-
houses?
the females. Of
Where
high
were
school,
they?
They were slapping school.
Oh.
Tegan, you were there. Remember?
Tegan, you were there? It's like at the end of Tommy Boy.
Wow, Brad, you were there.
Brad, you were there. Tom, I lost my
Yeah,
virginity to your daughter.
I lost my virginity to your daughter.
Tom,
For crying
you
out
were
loud.
there. I love
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna make a cosplay of my character Dirt. He's Dragonborn cleric. Does he look like David Spade by any chance?
Dear Tay.
Tierra Day. Tom said midday rain, drive to a good open area, roll the moonroof in the car,
Yeah.
grab some Schmackdonald's, lay down, look at the rain, hitting the
It's
glass
amazing.
while munching on some chicken nuggets.
That's
Some
what I'm talking
what?
about. McDonald's, come on the show.
McDonald's, come on the show. Dang it. James Woolsey said we don't get hurricanes, we get tornadoes.
Turnids.
Well, we do have that hurricane way down in the hurricane.
He's not wrong.
Khaleesi Casey said, OMG, the tornado was terrifying. I bet.
It's crazy.
Kazar
That's
said,
crazy.
Kaz Crusade, and then raided us. So thank you for doing that. Raid, Kaz. Tornado went by Dad's office, bud. Where the heck was I, Robin? When did that happen? I was probably
Bud?
at school. My dad used to work downtown.
You really?
That's
Did
terrifying.
he really? Yeah, he did.
What is this thing? You guys
Kazar said, woo! Sorry, that was loud. Welcome in. If you don't mind, please refresh the stream using this link. This way you'll count as an actual viewer. Oh, wow. Nightbot. Thanks. Mostly Khaleesi, thank you. But Raid, what's up? Raid! Oh my gosh, I am so far behind you guys. I'm so sorry. Catch Crusade, what's up? Nothing much, just vibing. Vibing!
I like it when you do that voice.
Raid. Slayer.
Ultra kill.
Double kill.
I can't do it like Seth can.
Can you do Kilimanjaro?
Kilimanjaro.
Can you
There
do
we
Jerry
go.
Seinfeld?
Kilimanjaro!
Hey, he nailed it.
Not too bad. Wipe out!
Why are you blowing these people up?
What's a warthog?
Get the ghost. The ghost.
Evacute. I don't know what that is. Just got done playing Multiverses. Oh boy, what a game.
What is
I
Multi
want to sub,
multi.
but I'm broke. Sorry,
versus.
we can't actually get subs yet. STDVH. We are working on getting affiliate right now.
We're working towards it.
We are at 5 of 7, so I guess it is a rolling 30 days.
we could
Khaleesi Casey, you were right, by the
Today
way.
is 6.
live stream the
Your campaign that we're doing
no,
this
no, no,
Thursday?
No. What I'm saying is
I was
a
like,
bird's eye
oh, buddy.
view of the
Bird's Eye's
campaign.
view.
Nobody
Bird's eye?
can really
No.
hear anything,
Oh, how entertaining.
but it's a bird's eye view.
How about that?
All right. Because
Boy,
you guys
howdy.
can't see me DM yet.
They heard you.
Dave heard you. Yeah.
But they painted pictures.
Lol,
of what
lol,
I
lol, that's
look
not even what I
like.
meant. I barely remember anything. Khaleesi, lol. We found a real life bard. Aren't affiliated yet, so no subs anyways. Yep, sorry. Khaleesi Casey's really hitting us on. Told a random someone to come on the show 5 times. Just need to do such and
love-
such.
she
Have
is
they hit 7
amazing.
streams? We have not hit 7 streams yet.
Yeah.
Casey, I'm sorry that I haven't
Um,
responded to you
That
as
sucks.
much.
Seth say, finish him.
Finish him.
Nice. Do another one.
Anything else?
Do another one.
Fatality.
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test.
Oh, do Bay Ballad.
Babality.
Nice. Castar says, how are you
Dance
beautiful
monkey.
men doing today? We're doing
Dance for
good.
me. Dance for
I'm
me.
doing great. Today was a long day. Some good stuff happened. Some bad stuff happened.
You drove in a golf cart.
I did drive in a I got a promotion today, Seth. You didn't hear this.
You did.
I got a promotion today. I got a
$3?
$2 raise.
$2.
Did I really? I did.
I thought it was $3.
You can't
No,
do it
that's
to
James.
yourself.
James-
James.
I got
Did
a
you
$2
just snort?
No. Shut up.
You did it, man.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. Yeah.
How are you guys doing? Castar wants to know.
I'm
Doing
good.
Go ahead, Seth.
I'm good. I'm great.
Yeah, you are.
That's it.
Castar, you're great.
You're beautiful.
I'm doing good too.
What
My
else is here?
we are dog sitting for my brother right now. They're on vacation.
Hey, really?
And my kids are not the most comfortable kids
hate
around
this.
dogs,
Oh,
but they've already been at our house for 3 days, and already my kids,
they're working on it.
yeah.
Good. What kind of dog is it?
So one of them is a mountain dog. What is it?
Bernese.
Bernese mountain dog,
Yeah.
and then the other one is like this tiny little Shih Tzu thing.
Yeah.
And they're both really nice and good with my kids, but like, yeah,
It's I think
It's
kids are
rough.
innately skittish of dogs, but
Yeah.
once you're around one for a little bit,
they
you
like the
know.
little one, But I
Yeah.
think
Well, it's less
the
scary.
big one is really intimidating for
Mhm.
both of them. So
Which,
they're like,
is it a sweeter dog? Big dogs.
Oh,
usually
he
are
is-
pretty sweet.
so my brother has 4 kids, and they've had him for a long time since all their kids were little.
So you got it down.
And my 2-year-old was like laying on him while we were watching a movie last night, and he could care less.
that is one
So-
thing that I wish I had when I was a little kid. Is just a big old dog to
Yeah.
be friends with.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
we grew up with I exclusively only had Labradors growing up,
oh, there you go.
and so yeah, I very much appreciated having a medium to big dog
Mhm.
all throughout my childhood.
We had
That's cool.
when I turned 7 or 8, I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo home, smell you later." Just kidding. Thanks, Seth. We got a beagle.
I like
And
beagles.
she was a sweet dog.
Beagles are cool.
Piper was her name. She was a sweetie.
Oh, what a cool name for a beagle.
Right? We named her after her mom. Her mom was Piper too, and we really,
Really?
really liked it.
That is a cool name for
Yeah,
beagle.
she's-
If her mom was Piper 2, how come you didn't name her Piper 3?
Well, Piper Jr. was what we were originally thinking, but yeah.
Piper down. Piper no piping.
Anyway,
Thank you.
but she was like a smaller dog, and she was lazy,
I love lazy dogs, man.
dude. Hunting dogs, like if you don't give them something to do, they're just like burp, burp.
Forget about you.
Well, once we would cycle them out,
too.
so you'd get a younger one when the old one was still, alive.
Yeah.
And the older one would be like, oh, I don't have to go out because I grew up in a family we like hunted, we fish, all
Oh,
these
yeah,
things.
Yeah,
So the older one, he'd be like the last 3 years, he'd be like, yeah, I'm
I'm done.
retired,
yeah. Heck yeah.
and he would just stay home when like my brothers would go out hunting, and yeah, some of the best mornings were just hanging out.
Can you hear it out here?
Oh yeah,
Ugh, breaking my
insane,
heart
right?
that I'm not out there. Love that
Love it.
rain.
Love
Yeah, good stuff, guys. Man, I cannot keep up with chat. You guys are just killing it here. I'm gonna speed through here. Have you seen the show Red versus Blue? I have not seen it. You guys seen Red versus
Yes.
Blue?
Yeah.
I
Every episode.
Tyler's seen every episode. I didn't know we had Rooster Teeth fans
Yeah,
here.
Rooster
I
Teeth,
love
baby.
Rooster Teeth. I was a big Achievement Hunter guy growing up.
huge. That was one of my favorite cameos in Halo 3.
Oh yeah,
I loved that cameo.
Nice.
I would purposely like stay at the door for as long as
really.
you could.
I'm telling you, open the door.
Open the door.
Man,
Yeah.
I didn't know we had some big old Red versus Blue fans. That's awesome.
Good show.
James is talking to Stryker.
Well, hang on. Just to go back, I think for
Go for
me
it.
and Seth,
Mhm.
I don't mean to speak for Seth, but I'm just saying
Speak
for me, because Seth and I have both done voiceover work.
I have two.
So like, no, but like for in accordance with Red versus Blue.
You guys worked on Red.
No. I think it was influential and like, oh, you can just go and do like your voice for things.
Like that's their voice. Like
Yeah.
their voice. It's not staged in any
Matt
way.
Holmes is staged a little bit.
It's him though. Like
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, get out of here. Blah, blah, blah. That's not how he talks all the time.
that's fair. That would
Yeah.
destroy your throat.
No.
Did you
Yeah.
just meow like
I mean, he's done it for free. Meow. Meow. Meow.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Thomas says Seth was a real life bard. Don't know why.
I was.
Khaleesi said, this was from forever ago. I have to catch up. Khaleesi said, I'm telling you, someone just needs to take 30 minutes with a phone stream just talking to just get that number up on the board. That's not a bad idea. We might do it. Maybe I'll do it at work because I get bored. Just kidding. I got a promotion. Did you guys hear?
Really rubbing that promotion all
really
over our faces.
rubbing it in. Seth has been neglecting Khaleesi's texts and suggestions for stream. Stinker boy.
I've been so busy. I'm so sorry.
Stryker said the Mortal Kombat theme song was taken from a songbook in a church in Finland. It's a Finnish hymn.
Casey, I'm gonna get to you.
I can't imagine
After
somebody in
Thursday.
church going, Mortal Kombat!
Dun, 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 dun,
Just can't
dun,
picture
dun,
it.
dun.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
You probably have
Castar is
Tourette's
happy
or
we're all
something.
doing good. Castar, thank you. You're very sweet. STD, VH, I don't know what you didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm being very bad at keeping up. James says, what does the dog say when it sits on sandpaper?
Rough.
Stupid. Robin put a dog in chat. STDVH says, I have a German Shepherd Collie and a German Shepherd Collie Husky.
Ooh.
I bet those are cuties.
That's two parts.
Robin,
of two
you're
different
not
dogs,
wrong.
though.
That does kind of look like a dog. I don't love that. I'm going to speed through. Reads one chat. Clizzy, I'm trying. I'm trying. SCVH says, "Oh, gotta go. Bye. Bye. Thanks for stopping by."
Love you.
Guess what? I caught up with chat. I did it.
Good job, Eric.
You got it, buddy. Buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Hey,
buddy.
Ask.
Stryker said, "Read my Mortal Kombat thing again slowly." Okay, I sped through it. The Mortal Kombat theme song was taken from a songbook in a church in Finland. It's a Finnish hymn.
This mother effer, hallelujah, this mother effer. Hey, did you hear the one about
I tip
Mortal
my hat
Kombat?
to you, good sir. Wow. Yeah, I think we end the stream and
Drinking.
go to your house, and I'm going to come give you a big old...
Eric really liked that one.
It's just so perfectly timed. You knew exactly when to do it. Oh, man. Freaking, yeah, I know it's a pun, Robin. Thank you. Khaleesi, yeah, I am a rookie. Real big rookie. Oh, James, I'm sorry your stream keeps crashing. Hopefully it's not our fault. If anything, it's Seth's fault. I don't know.
I did it.
Hey, how's the painting going, Kurt? Let's check in here.
Um,
How's that thing looking?
I'm changing some things.
Okay.
So, Seth, where, like, I have
I
yours?
finished mine.
Seth's all done. So here we go.
Wait, you got to put it on here though to show that I.
Oh, is this the damsel in distress?
This is the
It's
damsel in
blending in.
distress. Okay. Take
Yeah,
it off,
maybe
take it
not
off.
put it against...
It's got a blackwash on it, so just be careful.
It's literally the same color.
I did good. I did good on my paint.
Good color match, Seth. Real
You
good.
like that? It matches the map.
Here.
This is our weeping woman.
Weeping woman.
She's weeping over.
Is this a statue? Yeah.
It's a pet. Yeah, it's a statue, but she's weeping over the bones of her loved one. This is the damsel in our campaign this Thursday. Very exciting.
Very
That's a bone.
So we don't.
I don't know if you did it already or not.
Son!
But.
We don't get to look at yours yet.
I'll show you this.
So, yes.
So because he is an Earth Genasi, I gave him like a blue. I'm thinking like granite.
Ooh, Genasi?
Yeah. Yes, you can see.
Thanks. I like it.
It's so hard sometimes to stay focused when I'm getting all these puns
Do you know that?
thrown in my face.
You know that granite is a metamorphic rock. Which
You're a metamorphic rock.
Which brings us to the title of our campaign this Thursday. Wait, can you cut to me?
Yeah. Ready? One,
The
two.
title of my campaign this Thursday. The Metamorphic Power Rangers.
Ooh.
They're all Rangers fighting power within a metamorphic rock system.
We're minors.
No.
My dude's way
You
older
are
than
all
18.
very old,
Oh.
actually. Yeah.
It's funny because Power Rangers' original thing was teenagers with attitude.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphing Power Rangers, Mighty Morphing Power Rangers.
Is that how it goes?
Mighty Morphing Power Rangers.
Heroes in a half shell.
Morphing Power. It's morphin' time.
You
It's
guys-
Morbin time. It's Morbin time. I did it. Hey, get that. Get that. Thomas said, most families are proud to raise their kids. I can proudly say my kids are adopted, and I don't miss them.
It's so. Why did I laugh at that? That's so terrible.
I saw it coming, and I appreciated it the whole way.
No, that's so bad. Don't put your children up for adoption
No, do it.
unless you know for sure that it needs to happen. Anyway.
Please
Yeah,
don't
keep
turn this
going,
into a
Seth. Yeah,
PSA.
keep
Seth.
talking out of this
I'm gonna
hole.
be done. This
Keep-
is not my
keep
soapbox.
digging, bud.
This is not my soapbox at all.
Good place for it. Khaleesi Cassie said, okay, you dummies, I need to start getting ready for bed.
Hey. Good on you for being responsible.
I thought you were going to go, don't call me dumb.
After Thursday. After Thursday. We'll talk, Casey.
After Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, are you prepping?
Yes.
Okay.
Campaign's on Thursday. Been doing I still have other things to 3D print.
Ooh.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
I can't tell them because they're in the room. Tyler is going to play with us too. I just want to say that our producer Tyler
Well, he's not a producer anymore.
is going to play with us in this campaign. We're all going to play together as a family. Did we get Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler's right over there.
Did we get a guy to do the stuff
Do the
for
ones
us?
and twos.
I think I got a little something, but
You got a little someone.
we'll talk about it.
Halfling.
Yeah, little someone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sprite.
A Sprite.
Very
A can of
Got to
Sprite.
jump on the button.
Yeah.
Night, Casey. Thanks for coming.
Night,
Thanks for
Casey.
Night,
hanging out with
Casey.
us. Appreciate you.
You're so wonderful.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I just realized that blends really well in with the rest of the map, and it's not going to look good when I play my campaign. Right?
Are you using the rough terrain?
Oh, absolutely, I am.
Ooh.
What do you think? Is that a bad idea? A little bit of Butterfinger magic here. Is that bad that I made that into a Butterfinger
She
statue?
looks. Is she a statue?
So she's a statue,
Okay.
but after erosion and stalactite dripness and everything like that,
Okay.
she turned the color of the stone of the cave because she was.
Then
in
if
there for
that's
so
what
long.
you're going for, then yes, it's a great way to do it.
I did it. Maybe I put like a white piece of paper under it to differentiate that she is a statue.
No, I think you leave it. I think she looks like she's been enveloped by the minerals.
That's the word.
Enveloped?
Yeah,
Minerals?
corroded.
Any of the words
That's a
that I
huge
used.
bottle of Pepsi you're drinking.
2 liters. More than yours.
That's true.
Thomas said, shakes the table. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Did you see that freaking Metallica brought Homie like backstage at one of their shows?
Oh, homie.
And
First day of Lollapalooza.
is that what it was at Lollapalooza? Freaking jammed with dude before, and then they
Was this recent?
gave him a guitar.
No, it was like 4 or 5 years ago, Seth.
Yeah, this is 6 years ago.
So
They
last
gave
year.
him like a guitar, like the same model from the show.
Okay.
They all signed it, and then Homie went out and played that song with Metallica at a concert at
I thought you were gonna
Lollapalooza.
say Chrissy, wake up. He played
And
Chrissy.
they had
I really thought that's
they
what
had
you.
him playing in the back.
Yeah, and then they had the clip in the background playing on the thing.
That is so cool.
Like, so cool.
That is so
Like,
freaking
Can you
cool.
imagine, like, this happened on Friday? This was
This
6 years ago
happened-
Friday.
5 days,
Robin,
3 days.
I'm sorry,
4 days
but
ago.
you gotta catch up, dude. Robin said, please no spoilers. You gotta catch up.
Oh my gosh!
Freaking, I know you. She wanted to start over and watch it at
From the very
all
beginning,
like from season
My
1 and everything.
goodness.
But then her boyfriend goes to bed at 9:00, and so
That's the worst. That's the absolute worst.
I think you just need to leave your boyfriend in the dust and just watch it, my guy.
Oh, yeah. For the show. Don't leave him like...
Well, I'm kidding. Mostly, I'm kidding.
My gosh. You guys are siblings,
Stryker
huh?
says he's never seen any of it. I think you should. I think you should watch it. It's really good. I enjoy.
I agree.
Enjoy it.
Striker, you should.
A couple people in our audience said that they got into D&D because of Stranger Things.
They did say that, yeah.
I can't remember exactly who. My
We talked
brain is
about it
failing
last
me.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, last stream.
which is awesome.
Wasn't it Mamie Dactyl? Didn't she say that
It might have
she...
been maybe Dactyl.
It might have been maybe.
I think it
Where's
was.
she?
Definitely.
Get her in here.
I was inspired by Stranger Things 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Now Seth carries a bat that has a bunch of nails in it everywhere he goes. It's
Everywhere I
really
go. Ever since season 1.
It's really hard to get through airports
weird.
with him.
Hand me that
JLFN,
bone
BRB.
color, please.
Barb. Are you trying to say Barb?
Thank you, by the way.
Barb.
Rab.
Rab.
Tama, dude, I've listened to Master of Puppets so many times.
Really?
For like a week after I finished the show, I listened to it at least like 3 times a day. It was just like...
It's
I-
amazing.
I know that this may not be... I got Iron Maiden tickets because they're coming in September. Yeah.
We get-
I'm pretty stoked.
That's cool.
I think it may be their last time touring because they're all
They're getting old, aren't they?
Yeah.
You gotta get those
Been around
tickets
for a
then.
while, huh?
yeah. My favorite metal band of all
Are they
time.
really?
Yeah.
Hey, really?
So I was super stoked that they haven't been on tour in a while, and so when they're coming to USANA, so it's going to be outside September. It's going to be like the perfect temperature.
Have you seen them before?
I have not. Yeah, sadly.
There you go.
But they haven't really. Anytime that they were near, I just didn't have the funds to either get a ticket or travel.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that they. Yeah.
I think more and more bands and like performers, concert kind of things are starting to come to Salt Lake.
We have a
'Cause it
great
used to be
venue, like
Yeah.
a atmosphere of venues here and like Park
Got a
City
couple.
and Provo. Look at
Yeah.
all this scene in Provo,
Mhm.
which
But I
is its
mean,
own thing, I guess.
Because it
But
used to be like they'd go to like Denver and Las Vegas,
yeah,
and then sometimes Boise. But like I think people are starting to come to Salt Lake more, which is great. A lot of fun.
have you ever seen a band at the old Salt Palace, the old Saltaire?
I've never been to a concert.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
My favorite, I gotta say, my favorite concert was at Pioneer Park. I was hanging out with an old
Was it-
friend. Modest Mouse. You guys ever heard of Modest Mouse?
dude, Modest Mouse.
it was
heard of
before.
Slut
It was
Rat.
before
Is
they
that-
like.
is that
No,
similar?
mother ever. Slut Rat. Modest Mouse is so good. But yeah, it was before they like became big with their. I can't remember the name of the album.
I liked
Uh,
them
Float
before
On.
they
Float
were
On.
cool.
After their album
The song.
came out.
The song Float On. I can't remember. Modest People?
Modest Mouse.
No, I can't remember what album it was on.
Yeah, but Float On. The
It was the
album-
green one with the arrows in it
Yeah.
and stuff.
Concert
Yeah,
I
was in
know
the
Super
Paintin.
Mouse.
I remember playing a whole lot
If
when I
it's the
worked at
same
the
thing or
college
not.
radio station.
Dude, I loved that album. So good.
Striker said I was playing D&D before Stranger Things existed.
Same
I'm
here,
talking
bro.
I was too.
I knew of
Striker
it.
said he's old.
I did
don't
like
think he's
Magic
that
the
old.
Gathering a ton. That's what got me into it. But
Yeah.
I will still, every time I drive by the public library by my house growing up, always fond memories of going to that library, and by the computer, the indexing section, is we'd always rent a table and play D&D there.
dude,
And every time I drive by that library, I'm like, man, it just like warms my heart.
that's
I guess
so
I
cool.
lied. I have been to a concert. I saw Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers in concert. I was a lot younger, so I don't remember most of it. And then I guess I did see Ryan Shoup and the Rubber Band in concert, but it
Ryan
was very
Shoup.
small, so I don't know if that.
I don't know if
cool.
I'm familiar with who they are.
They're like a bluegrass band. I think they're Utah based. They did some pretty good stuff. Striker says Ozfest 2006 was my last concert. Well, concerts, multiple bands on multiple
Ooh,
stages.
2006.
Ozfest.
Was that, hang on,
There's a guy behind a curtain.
Lamb of God was in that lineup. I want to say. Was it Stryker that said that?
Mhm.
I think that was the North American tour. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Stryker. I think Lamb of God and Slayer were both on that. And I can't remember who else, but I'm pretty sure I went to Ozfest in 06 or 07.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
So cool.
Robin
It wasn't
going
Ozfest,
to
it was something else, sorry.
Oh, Robin's going to see Lizzo in concert in November. She's
Lizzo.
very, very excited.
Oh, Lizzo.
Striker said, and Sabbath.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was actually Ozfest now, but I saw around that same time, it was the late aughts where it was an interesting time if you were a heavy metal fan, because a lot of bands were like, hey, we're kind of not going to do it for a while. Like a lot of the ones that I grew up with, like that was the very first out of like the 6 that ended up happening. That was like Kiss's farewell. Like, we're not going to do this anymore. But then they had like 8 more tours after that. Anyway, there was a lot. And I think that was one of the last tours that it wasn't Ozfest, but it was the same year that I had the opportunity. I didn't go, and I one that I always regretted, because it was one of the last years that Ronnie James Dio was alive before he passed away. And I had an opportunity to go see him, and I didn't. And it was around that time too. So a lot of heavy metal bands or metal bands that I grew up with
Yeah.
in the late aughts, that was like their
Hmm.
moment to come on tour. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
It's funny you mentioned Kiss. James Wilsey said Kiss Alive 35 2009 Tampa Bay Stadium with Buck Cherry as the opening act.
Wow, with Buck Cherry.
Big Comment said my first big concert that I went to was to see Pentatonics a few years ago.
Pentatonics.
I have seen Pentatonics.
Do you not know Pentatonics?
No, they're like a cappella, right? Okay, yeah, okay.
I went to
They're
the
really good.
concert. I went to the concert back when Avi
Kaplan.
Yeah, when he
Dude.
was in it. Kid you not? People thought I was him when I was in the line.
Yeah, you look like him.
People thought I was him, and I was just like, I'm not him. I swear I'm not him. Yeah, it was interesting. And I said it just like that too. I'm not him.
That's how you said it, huh?
I'm not him. I
I'm
should've
not
said it
that
like-
guy.
I should have said it that high.
That's not me.
His voice is like
It's so low.
below the floor.
It's crazy.
I'm not that guy.
It's on the first floor. Strikers Apothecary said, I want to see Tool. I hear their light show is unparalleled.
I've never seen Tool live.
Here's a fun little flex for you. My dad had a really, really good friend. Actually set my mom and my dad up. His name was Zeb. He used to be an electrician for like big concerts and stuff.
Uh-huh.
He toured with Pink Floyd for a while.
Oh, cool.
Like,
That's the
and a
dream.
couple of other really big bands like did lighting stuff for him. Insane. I hope you guys on chat can hear this thunder and rain
Thunder's
behind me because it's
right now.
freaking awesome.
It's in the valley.
Setting that freaking
the
vibe
Great
up
Valley.
real good. Thomas said, "Am currently working on a Dwarf Ranger cosplay. Ooh, bit of inspiration from a TikTok couple that is running D&D shop called The Pocket.
The Pocket Dimension. I've done some collaboration with them. I'm actually on their channel.
Oh, really?
They asked us to do some green screen work for them, and we did it.
Really?
And I am in their shop.
Uh,
Sorry, Porter.
yeah. Who are you?
I'm Seth.
Oh,
Porter's in their shop.
her hair.
Port Hair.
Uh-huh.
Plan to meet them one day.
Big Comment said I saw them before Avi left the group as well. So, have you ever listened to any of his like stuff that
Yeah,
he does on his own?
dude.
Really, really good.
So good.
Really, really good.
Yeah. I have
Very
one of the
talented.
albums.
Very, very talented. So,
Love it. Love it. Very cottagecore feeling, almost.
yeah, I get you.
Almost bluegrassy kind
I
of.
was gonna say I don't think it's like
almost indie.
I would say like folk
Folk is the best.
folky,
Folky.
because like folk has like that like darker hint to it because
So
like
good.
cottagecore is kind of like everything's great.
Yeah,
Eat some
that's
pie.
fair.
And folk
it's got
is
the,
like
it's got the grit to it.
death is part of life.
It's some good folk music.
I don't know why, but when you said death is a part of life, all I thought of was Bill Nye. Inertia is a property. I thought you were going to be like,
Inertia is a property of matter.
Bill.
Bill Nye, the science.
death is a part of life.
Death is a property of life. Oh my goodness.
So earlier we were talking about our favorite moments in season 1, and Eric had mentioned a lot of his, and people had mentioned things like Tom's and some other moments.
Dude, Tom's is the best.
But for you, Seth, what's one of your favorite moments of season 1?
Season 1.
I hit all of the chapters, so you can hit all the chapters too.
My favorite part of my campaign, like there's two. In post, when I edited the final episode, when the gargoyles came to life and they were all talking,
Gargoyles.
and I did an audio effect, so that you could hear gargoyles on your right and on your left if you were doing headphones or like stereo. So I absolutely enjoyed being able to do that. Coming up with, I'll get to that in a second. My favorite part though was in the first chapter was having that riddle you guys tried to solve. I literally came up with that riddle 2 nights before recording that episode. And I was like, this is gold. And I threw it at you, and I enjoyed every second of it. I want to do more riddles now. That was so
Can
fun.
I tell you, one of my family members, we recently had a family reunion, and she comes up to me and she goes, I was so annoyed that they weren't listening to you. And I was like, it didn't bother me, but I'm like, guys, maybe it just literally means right. Anyway.
I think it's a good riddle because it's complicated enough that it's like frustrating,
Simple,
but it's simple
complicated.
enough that I don't want to rip my hair out or like jump across the table and murder you.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very hard in D&D to find that balance of like I
Oh,
need
yeah.
this to actually be challenging for my players, but I don't want to spend 6 hours around the table just having them be like, "What is it?" You know,
That's why we
'Cause
have
we've-
the
I've
fast forward function.
been there before. You know, where you're just in the trenches
Oh,
of a riddle.
It's the whole it's the whole Critical Role thing where Matt Mercer mentions a chair in the middle of the room, and everybody thinks that's the key to getting out of the room, and it wasn't. They just had to like open a door or something. I can't remember what campaign that was, but my favorite part though of Eric's campaign was discovering the fact that it was fairy tale based. That just opened up my heart, my childhood. My
I thought you were
soul.
going to say it was that damn cat.
That damn cat.
Oh, really quick, I'm going to jump in. Sarah Nassar said, "Well, gentlemen, I think I'm going to bed. Hope everyone has a fantastic week. Much love." Thank you for jumping in, Sarah.
Thanks,
We
Sarah.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Take care.
Appreciate you.
Oh, and Daisy Chain. The whole Daisy Chain situation where I'm trying to bond with you guys, like, and just struggling. That is definitely something that
That's fun.
Frolic does not get along with, is people not liking him. And so being able to have that dynamic and trying so hard to make these friends was kind of a fun little curve for him in that campaign. And
Yeah.
then, dude, yours just on the seas, dude. Freaking loved that idea that it was
Yeah.
on a boat. And the
love
thing that I was
Waterworld.
kicking myself about with your campaign is I was so focused on this is the boat that Rab left when he came to the Void
Oh yeah.
that I kept avoiding. I pushed myself away from some of the plot at times. And I kick myself for that to this day.
Wait, what do you mean?
He thought that the warp were
It was
the
a ship that he was on before.
yeah.
Because you had mentioned that that's what your ship had in the first.
Well, it had a forge on it.
In
Yeah.
the middle of it, yeah. So that's I was so set on that being the plot, and then turns out it wasn't.
Oh.
But then what was it with Kyle's campaign? Just all around, like
That's what I said.
That
Like
was
all of Kyle's
so
campaign. He did
good.
so good. Kyle is a phenomenal DM. He's
Some of the-
very, very good at it.
some of the things I do love about all the campaigns with Frolic though is I don't know if anyone's noticed, but every season Frolic has been on a mission to find potions of healing.
Chapter.
Every chapter, I mean,
Yeah.
every chapter it was his mission to find potions
Why?
because he doesn't wear armor.
Yeah, but he's like a barbarian, though.
But his AC is pretty dang low.
Really?
For a barbarian.
What is
oh,
it?
yeah. I can't remember.
Well, he is multi-classing, so
Yeah. Well, it is
Three
it is
multi-classes
low.
will do that. Is it like 16?
It was I think it was 15 if I'm correct.
That's not low.
But it was low enough.
I mean, yeah.
It was low enough.
What was his HP, though? Over 100?
No, it's just under. Yours was over 100 if I remember.
Barely.
Yeah.
But yeah.
mine was not.
I think I was at 80. But yeah. Overall, though,
man.
my favorite thing was coming up, just discovering how to like audio engineer Clark's voice. Clark's voice.
Dude, I'll tell you.
Finding that voice was the most amazing experience.
It's iconic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That voice is iconic.
I love that that the route I took to do it because I started with the idea and Kurt.
I recorded my
You
voice
recorded-
saying,
We
yeah.
were going to
That
do
was
a,
I like that idea a lot.
we were
going to
do
a
a legion of voices, so everybody had a voice for Clark.
I think I did all of
Quite a
your
bit,
chapter.
yeah.
You recorded all of
Your
you did
chapter,
all
I
of
had-
Clark in the first chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was like, this is going to take forever, and so I started playing around with the engineering software in Adobe Audition, and found these cool effects, and it's just been the staple we've used for Clark since. So I love that voice. I truly
Yeah.
love that voice.
I don't know that I don't know if it's spoiling or whatever, what we're going to do for him in season 2. We just talked about how it'll be easier if we can all voice him
Agreed.
individually and
That
not
that
have to.
effect
but-
effect allows you to sound like.
But I was
Clark.
going to say that's the cool thing is that we're going to be able to voice Clark in
Yeah.
our own way, and like I think it's
100%.
cool because I'm planning on adding a little bit different of a personality to him when I do it.
Which is kind of a cool aspect for Clark
Yeah.
in the first place.
Well, and I think it's fun because like we're all playing. That is the one character that we all play as a DM. Like when we're DMing, we all play different characters, and there's no overlap. But that's going to be a thing with Clark. Is now we're all going to play. That's one character that will have all of us DMing him.
it'll
So
be fun.
I think it'll be a
fun.
cool thing to have a little bit of overlap there. Javo Fett, welcome back. Welcome back
Jimbo's back.
to the stream. Yeah, I had to BRB for a minute. Oh, Tom of the Comic Con display had their barrels hid their height, made it look like they were standing on boxes and barrels. Is brilliant. Do I know those guys? I've seen somebody that either does something really different. Do they do like games? Do they stream games and like he hops off
The
his chair?
iconic one
like,
is
it's
him
super
walking
funny.
behind his wife.
That's
Yeah,
so funny.
Yep.
I love that. That's so
Yeah.
smart. The barrel knees is so funny.
We've talked with him quite a bit. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, really good. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but Clark's voice is insanely iconic. It's so cool.
That was fun to make.
Jay Lafette said, so thinking about doing a steampunk horror western one shot.
Oh, wow.
Thoughts?
Well, excuse me.
Siri has something to say.
Well, she was saying apple in Spanish for some odd reason. So
Manzana.
manzana.
Talking about Jen and Eric. Is that? Yes, we
That's
were.
their channel. Jen
That guy spells his name wrong.
What?
Huh?
Oh, with a C and not a K? Yeah.
What are your favorite moments, Kurt?
Didn't we have a question just now?
Oh,
Thoughts on-
about the one shot. I think that's a great idea.
I know that Seth is a big old fan of steampunk, so I'll let him take that part of that. I think that is a wonderful way to incorporate classic D&D elements into that campaign. I feel like, and maybe I may be speaking out of turn, but I feel like the tinkering or the machinist or the kind of hands-on gearhead aspect of Dungeons and Dragons doesn't get used as often as I think it should.
Eberron is the best attempt they've made.
Absolutely.
It's the
But I
best
feel like
attempt.
even then, people don't use, like in one of the one-shots that we did ages ago, it incorporated an airship in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't see that as much.
No, it doesn't happen.
Even like things like automatons and other things that like are machines, I feel like aren't utilized as much as I'm like, they really should be because they are in multiple books for
They are.
D&D.
I have a reason.
Do you think it's just aesthetics?
I think it's hard to incorporate
Okay.
because in my head everything in D&D is very like Tolkien-esque, right? It's very fantasy and swords and grand hallways and villages that are dirt roads and stuff like that. But you're right. I mean, like automaton or whatever you call them. Automatons and freaking like massive machines and like all of these things are a very real part of the D&D world. Like gnomes. Gnomes are a very like industrious, like that's their thing. They're tinkerers. They have these great machines that do these insane things, and they're famously that. It's just hard to fathom, I think, in my head, existing in the same region, because it's like, if they have that, why doesn't everybody have that? If that kind of technology is around, why aren't cars around? And if that's around,
if I may, to go along with what you're saying with Tolkien and stuff like that, in Tolkien stuff, there's gears, there's fire, there's things ran by heat.
Absolutely.
So I mean, there's really not that much of a stretch to get to something that can power itself by heat.
He pulled ingredients from different recipes, basically.
No, and I
but I
agree,
can see
and
I can see that
think
side
it's
for
just
sure.
Because it's a world of
Laughter, a world of cheer,
wood and stone in
Right.
my head. But when you do that kind of stuff, it brings in metals and refined metals and stuff, and it just
I can
mixes
see
things in
that
my
for
head.
sure.
I should be better about it, because I mean, like,
Yeah,
I
teach
love a
it, teach
Warforged.
their
I
own.
love a Warforged, but even then, that's a machine powered by magic,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I did a campaign one time, and their main means of getting around was a big airship that goblins, or not goblins, the gnomes had given them.
Yeah.
It
Well, and
was way cool.
I think that lends itself to, I mean, if he's doing a Western, I'm not saying, J-Lo, that you are going to incorporate a lot of people who have firearms, but I mean, that's another thing that D&D has ran into with things like, oh my gosh, gunslinger class, things like that, is the incorporation of new developments into technology as far as battle goes.
Yeah.
That, I mean, like one of the things that I had to get to for my chapter, I mentioned that they use cannons. Well, I grew up playing 3.5, where a lot of people who played 3.5, gunpowder or black powder didn't exist.
Yep.
A lot of people maintained that it doesn't,
Yeah.
and yes and no, I would agree with that. But I mean,
The ingredients are there in the world. Gunpowder is essential
yeah,
thing to make.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I had a little trepidation, including cannons in mind. But I was like, how can I make a sea campaign and not have cannons?
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
it's just with the aesthetic that I was going for. I'm like, I have to include these
Well,
things.
I mean, like, I think if you want to be that way and be like, no, no gunpowder, I had a DM, and he homebrewed a stone. He homebrewed his own kind of stone that was very volatile and explosive, and it was called Dracolite. And it had
Dope name, by the way.
Right? Had several properties that it did, and it was magical, and it was all these things, but like it lit, and it would explode like C4.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you want to be home ho about it and not have or if you want to do whatever and not have gunpowder, don't have some other kind of thing, or have it be like magic dust, like work around it. It's D&D, that's the whole thing here. Striker said steampunk is the greatest. I have a passion for airships. Kurt likes a good airship.
I do.
James Wolsey said, okay, D&D story idea based on Red Riding Hood, I imagine. The Hoods and the werewolf hunters seek to destroy their leader, who is the BBW, the Big Bad Wolf.
Tasty
Could
boy.
be pretty fun.
That's a
Could
good
be pretty
morsel.
fun. Thomas said, an artificer armor equals Iron Man. Literally, it is.
100%.
Like, I played
100%.
one, and it is just like, oh, cool, Iron Man suit. It is so cool. It's a lot of fun, though. Half orc, half giant. He's the Hulk. Yeah, there you go. The fact that airships don't exist IRL is very upsetting. They did for a little bit, but a guy named Zeppelin had a hard time with them.
A guy named Zeppelin.
Yeah,
So they switched to music after that.
they switched to music. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think any time you incorporate something like that, though, you just have to prepare for a tough encounter. Because, like, if you have your crew be on an airship and you don't give an air battle, what are you
Absolutely.
doing? What are you doing? Or like if you put them on a boat and you don't have them have a ship battle, or like something clawing up the sides of the boat.
Okay, I was like,
Like classic, like we're in a boat things. What are you doing?
right.
So I think anytime you incorporate something like that, you need to be ready to do that kind of thing. Like J-Lo in your Western, I would imagine at some point you need to have like a chase on horses, or some sort of
I will say this.
showdown, throwdown kind of thing.
I was gonna make a joking comment about it before, but truly and honestly, the Wild Wild West, the movie, you can like take inspiration from that, because
Wiki
they
wiki
tried
wow wow.
they tried to take the best parts of steampunk and incorporate it into a western.
Dude, that bad guy,
Yeah.
one of my favorite bad guys ever.
Like I was gonna joke about it and say, "Oh, you're doing that," but like seriously, get some inspiration from that, because that is the heart.
Also,
of
there are a lot of instances of steampunk-esque or like machines. If you ever play World of Warcraft,
yeah.
so also I don't know J-Lo if you've ever played or if you've seen, there are a lot of things like that incorporated in it as
Also,
well.
correct me if I'm wrong. I've only seen it the once, but no, I forgot the name. Treasure Planet has a fair bit of like steampunk
Yeah.
to it.
They pull from it, yeah.
Like it's spacey and piratey and everything, but there's some space.
It's western. It's western meets pirate,
Yeah.
like space pirate, 100%.
Loved that movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I only saw it for the first time this year.
Made
Super,
by the
super good.
made by the artists
Don
of
Bluth.
Disney.
Don Bluth, friggin' hero.
It's pretty good.
Space Ace.
Space Ace. Oh, Space
Dragon's
Ace.
Lair.
Friggin' so good. Striker's Apothecary said, Seth, I know you've been crazy busy, but I was just wondering if you've had time to read the part of my book that I sent
Buddy,
you.
I have it in the Discord, still on red. And I'm so sorry, but it is there.
Seth's
I
a
see
busy
it.
boy.
I am so I'm so busy, but I'm gonna read it. I'm so excited that you sent it to me, and I'm absolutely gonna read it. And I'm so stoked that you've written something. I'm excited to be inspired by your work, Stryker. Truly.
That's awesome. Always send us stuff to read. That's awesome. Yeah, JLo said our DM uses a great system for chases like that, so I'm here for it. Yeah, there's so many fun little tropes and goofy little fun things that you can do all the time. James Woolsey says Hayao Miyazaki, Steamboy. Miyazaki
name.
sounds very familiar. I think that's a big anime name. Is that a big anime name?
Is that? Oh, what is that? I know that. I know that. What is that? Hold on.
He also says, and the Rocketeer movie.
The Rocketeer. The Rocketeer's 100%.
Rocketeer's great. That helmet is something.
So cool. So cool.
Yeah, that's a lot. Stryker says Treasure Planet is by far the most underrated Disney movie. It's amazing. It is very, very good. I like it a lot.
I gotta give the oral history of Treasure Planet one of these days.
Tyler's
Do you
gonna
know-
do a personal live stream and give us the oral
Steam
history of Treasure Planet.
Steam Boy is so
Do you,
good.
do you know
by the
what's
way. Steam Boy is absolutely steampunk. It's an anime steampunk.
Do you know what's interesting about that is, from what I understand about Don Bluth and like that whole thing, his falling out with Disney and all that, has something. I don't think if he wouldn't have had his falling out with Disney, I don't think we would have got great movies like All Dogs Go to Heaven, which is one of my all-time favorite animated
All
movies.
Dogs Go to Heaven. Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company is Disney.
Shut up.
No, but I mean, but like
No, but
that era of his
absolutely,
drawing and
like-
his art style influenced me
I
as a kid so much
love
that
Don Bluth.
yeah,
He did American Tail, didn't he?
I believe so. Yeah, American
Also,
Tail is it. 5 Goes
freaking
West and
Goes
American
West.
Tail. Yeah,
Land Before Time.
Yeah.
Like
Damn good.
Don Bluth is great. So
I
good.
believe he's still alive, but he's got to be up there. I imagine probably 80s or 90s.
Yeah, probably.
But
Tom
fantastic
really likes
artist for sure.
All Dogs Go to Heaven. Big fan of All Dogs. James Woolsey said, or a troll in Central Park.
Yeah.
A troll in freaking Central Park.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Miyazaki did Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle,
Dude.
Ponyo, and many more.
Totoro.
Studio Ghibli. This is Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli. Sorry, you're
Tyler,
right.
gotta be
Miyazaki.
working, bud. I'm just kidding. Don Bluth, come on the show. Robin got it. Robin hit it in the chat.
Good
Don
job,
Bluth, come on the
Robin.
show. Freaking hero. I would cry if Don Bluth came on the show. I love Don Bluth.
He's 84, Tyler.
Is he really?
Really?
Is he really?
Also, guess where he went to school?
Freaking
University of Utah. Did he
Utah
go to
University.
school here?
Bountiful.
BYU? Wow.
No
I did not
way.
know that.
Guess what it's
wait, be like Provo or Idaho?
Do they have a art program at Brigham Young?
That's where Jared Hess went to film school.
But I mean like art, like animation and things like that.
They got an animation program.
Only their animation program is like it's the
The things you don't know.
pipeline. Like,
BYU Pixar Pipeline, huh?
yeah. I don't know. There was a kid in my ward who like he did that and I was super sorry.
Wow.
Swan Princess.
My old college roommate works at Pixar too. He didn't go to BYU, but Drew Clevin. Drew, come on the show.
Drew, come on the show.
He does
Welcome to the show.
every time we see a new Pixar movie. I always wait and I look for his name. He does a lot of their shading, so like he's one of the
wow.
shading artists for Pixar.
That's
Great.
It's so cool because I'm like,
That's
man,
so
I used to
cool.
like eat breakfast with this dude, and now he's working for freaking Pixar.
Shared ramen together.
Like, and he was the nicest guy,
Yeah.
and I was like, good for him.
Nicest guy.
Pebble and the Penguin, James Woolsey. Freaking love that movie. Rock-a-Doodle is the big one there. Rock-a-Doodle.
So hang on,
That is big.
a troll in Central Park. Have you ever seen that one? So like this, if I remember correctly, and he has a green thumb, right? And he can like turn. He like touches
Oh, yeah,
things,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they like grow.
Sorry. Did he do We're Back too?
Did he do We're Back?
I'm wondering if he did We're Back.
One of the
I
very
just-
earliest times of Seth and I bonding. So we go to
Was
the
us almost
DI.
killing each other.
Well, we go to the DI, which here in
Is that
Utah,
that
and I
dinosaur
think in
movie?
Idaho and some other
One of my favorite
places,
movies of all time.
there's it's like Goodwill,
Yeah.
and
It's
we're
like-
in the DI, and we see what we thought was a vinyl of We're Back,
Motion picture
and Seth,
soundtrack.
I grabbed it, and Seth grabbed it a millisecond after me, and we looked at each other. We barely knew each other for like
I would have killed
under
him.
a year, and we were like, I had my hand firmly on it, and I'm
No, he
like,
grabbed it
I'm
first.
taking this home.
He grabbed it first, and I will admit I almost took it from him.
And we both look at it, and it says Laserdisc, and I'm like, wow.
Nah, whatever.
I have a Laserdisc.
I know, but I didn't, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that sucks.
There's no use.
Don Bluth did not do We're Back.
Don Bluth
He did not do We're Back.
We're Back, really.
That being said, the best Don Bluth movie, you fools,
Careful.
is Titan AE.
No,
Ooh, that's a good.
it's a good movie.
movie.
Titan AE is a great movie, but not better
See,
than All Dogs
I
Go to
wasn't a
Heaven.
Treasure Planet kid. I was a Titan AE kid. That's the one that I got
Well, but
because they came out like the same month. I feel like it was the same year, guaranteed. But it was
Treasure Planet was 04.
what year was AE?
He was 2000.
Shut up, really?
Yeah, also Treasure Planet's not complete.
4 years? No, I know it wasn't, but I feel like you kind of got one or the other as a kid.
I mean, a little bit. Yeah, no. Let me.
Friggin' Matt Damon in that movie.
Dude, Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
R.I.P. Bill Pullman.
Oh, I was gonna say come on.
I know. I'm kidding.
All right.
I'm gonna feel so bad if he dies. I'm sorry.
Who took who's home afterwards?
And then AE was 2000.
I
Who
thought they
mentioned-
were-
who
I thought
mentioned
they were-
Totoro?
I swear they were the same year. James Woolsey was talking about Miyazaki. He
So-
was just talking about who did them.
My 5-year-old, or soon-to-be 5-year-old, I showed her Totoro,
My
Taylor.
man.
and
My
she
man.
loved the absolute crap out of that
Yeah,
movie.
that's my daughter.
And so we also have Kiki's Delivery Service and Spirited Away,
Kurt's daughter.
which
That's
um,
mine.
it's our daughter, Seth. Okay, we filed the adoption
Our
together.
daughter.
Tegan's not
Our
mine.
daughter of the highway.
No, but I don't think she's quite ready for Spirited Away,
Oh, that's
just because it's a
horrible.
little
Has
spooky.
has she seen Ponyo?
She has seen Ponyo,
Yeah, my daughter's obsessed
Haven't
with
seen
it.
and
Ponyo.
we did
So good.
we did
Ponyo.
do Kiki's Delivery Service, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
liked Kiki's a
Oh,
lot.
yeah. Classic.
Was Drew Barrymore in Titan AE?
Dude, that's so cool.
J-Lo's
But she
asking.
really liked Totoro a lot.
Get her a Totoro stuffed animal. Autumn.
Dude, there's a plush on its way. It's gonna.
That's what I'm talking
please.
about.
I know it's a little ways away, but it's a decent sized plush, and she's gonna get it for
They're
Christmas.
hard to find too.
Very hard to find.
Yeah, at a cheap value, which is insane to me because
I actually found it on Etsy.
Drew
Really?
Barrymore
Yeah.
is in Titan AE. Good call, J-Lo. You nailed it.
craziness.
Is she like the love interest?
Yeah, she's
There's another dude in there that's like, who's the other really, really big name in that? Isn't there?
well, there's Bill Pullman.
Yeah, but
What
isn't there
question?
another one?
What was your question?
Drew Barrymore, Matt Damon, Bill
What do you
Pullman.
need?
There one more?
In
Matt
Winnie
Money?
the Pooh over
What's that?
there,
Oh, yeah,
Tom
Seth.
Hanks is-
That's right.
Oh wait, Nathan.
That's the one.
freaking in
Gosh,
that.
thank
That's
you.
only
What show is this? What
It
show is
was
this?
on,
What show is this? This is the.
It's
This
Mike,
is
super
the,
short show.
This is the live stream for
Jamie
the-
Kennedy Experiment.
This is the live stream for our D&D podcast, the Demi Lich Diaries. It's
Jimmy
a
Hitch
Dungeons and
Diary.
Dragons podcast. We are live in the studio right now. Kurt is
Princess
painting.
Mononoke?
Princess Mononoke.
Mononoke,
So good.
sorry.
Yeah, we're all doing a live
Oh,
stream.
hi, TikTok.
Check us out on Twitch if you're interested.
Purple app.
Nah,
Nah,
this app.
white.
White.
Anyway,
Would you recommend those Studio Ghibli movies?
100%.
like for me to watch now?
watch all of them, dude. I'm not
well,
joking.
Do you have access to HBO Go or HBO Max? I mean,
I think I used
they're
to. I don't
all
think
on
I
there
do
except
anymore.
for. Oh, I think they may all be on
Start
HBO
with
now.
Spirited Away. If
Yeah.
you really want to be taken
Okay.
away, start with Spirited Away.
Well, I would like
Are
to be
you
Spirited Away. I don't know about
sure?
taking away.
Princess Mononoke's a good second.
I was about to say,
Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke may be, for the shows that I think Eric likes, that may be a better intro than Spirited Away.
You're into anime, so I mean, like you're
That's-
gonna, you're
that's
gonna
true.
love
One.
this. Just My Hero is the only one you've watched.
Yeah,
Really?
I've watched a few episodes of One Punch.
Do you know
Man.
what? Do you know what is the shortest period I've ever borrowed a DVD from anybody?
Okay.
It's this dude.
One Punch Man.
I borrowed One Punch Man and I brought it back to him literally 6 days later. And I'm like, I'm done. I
No,
binged
yeah, I've
it.
watched a couple episodes of
It's
it.
a guilty
great. I
pleasure.
need to watch more of it. But you know what? I still have. Speaking of the things that we've borrowed, I still have your copy of The Martian.
Yeah, I know.
Haven't opened
Great
it.
You're
movie,
good.
Great book.
I told you I was like, I'm never gonna have time to read it.
Absolutely. You know, I gave you the book. I said you could keep it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I thought you said I was borrowing it.
No.
I thought you just said just how long as
Nah,
you need.
I'm cool.
That's very sweet of you.
Yeah.
I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, the movie was great.
Check it out. It's
James Woolsey said Don Bluth did the animation for Dragon Lair and Space Ace. I've played both of those. They're great. He said we can't forget Thumbelina and Anastasia.
I'm the
Haven't
Grand Duchess
seen
Anastasia.
Thumbelina, but Anastasia, freaking, it's been years since I've seen it. That sequence with Rasputin, or Rasputin, that's insane. That's a
I shall
cool-
kick her, sir.
Hey, kicker, sir.
And it's voiced by
It's
what's
the
his
Andy
name?
Milonakis show.
What is his name? Who voices Rasputin?
Gilbert Gottfried.
No.
So Anastasia.
No. Don't ruin it. I have his autograph from Back to the Future. What is his name?
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd. I have his autograph on a 2025 license plate.
Gilbert
2015 license plate.
Gilbert Gottfried?
Not Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh.
Christopher Lloyd.
Uh,
Tyler over there fact checking.
that is one of my. So in Seth's house, just to give, call Seth out. He has some of my favorite pictures. He has a picture with you and like Sean Astin, you and your wife. But the one with you and Christopher Lloyd and Tegan, one of my favorites for sure. You and Stanley, obviously.
Stanley's good. Sir
Stanley
Patrick
Yelnats?
Stewart.
Hello, Seth.
Hello.
Nice to meet you and your wife.
You do have Patrick Stewart, don't you? Pets do.
Pat Stewart.
Freaking that guy.
And yeah, all my favorites. I bawled my eyes out.
Uh,
Do
do you know one of my favorite Christopher Lloyd performances?
What's that?
Would you like me to do an impression of when he's doing it?
100%. Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
It is Roger Rabbit really good.
I talk
liked him
just like this.
I like him in Dennis the Menace. That is my
He is the
favorite.
hobo.
He's the hobo.
I totally forgot about that until you just said
All-time
that.
Favorite.
I was
My-
like,
my
idiot,
favorite
that's
Martian-
Don Rickles.
My favorite Martian's also a good.
Don Rickles?
Yeah, in Dennis the Menace.
Who does he play?
The angry grandpa.
No.
Yes.
No.
1000%.
It is not Don Rickles that plays Mr. Wilson.
Tastes like paint and wood.
It's Don it's Don Lemon. Or Don
Dollar?
I'll bet.
Dalai
Yeah,
Lama.
sure.
Dalai Lama.
I bet you $1. It's not.
Oh, are you thinking, is it Jack Lemmon? Is that who
It's
it
Jack
is?
Lemon.
You owe him.
Who is it?
a dollar.
It's Walter Matthau. It's the other.
Walter Math. I knew it was one of the grumpy
Oh,
old men.
Shoot, I'm an idiot.
Hey.
Well, nobody owes anybody at all.
No. The bet.
won too!
The bet was if it.
You were wrong too. You
We-
said Jack Lemmon. Get out of here.
Anything to not pay your friend $1, huh?
Ooh, who said friend? I love you.
Oh!
You're my brother. You're not my friend.
You want to be friends? I'll be your friend.
Shut up, Seth.
Christopher Lloyd's character's name in that movie is Switchblade Sam.
Yeah.
Heck yeah,
Right?
dude.
Right?
That guy's gonna kill
I am
me.
making a D&D character based on him.
Switchblade Sam?
Let's freaking go.
Freaking really original idea over there.
All of my ideas are.
Robin apologized for not having HBO anymore. Appreciate it. Thomas said Studio Ghibli actually hides Easter eggs of their different movies in their movies.
Star Labs. What does?
Studio Ghibli?
Yeah, there's a Totoro in Spirited Away.
There you go.
I want to say.
Right. And Pixar Studios had a little contract with Ghibli at one point when they did Spirited Away. And so in commemoration, they put a Totoro in one of their Toy Story movies.
Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Just as a little.
Yeah, Totoro's a plush in the
What's up?
girl's closet.
Yeah.
Robin said Don Tickles is in the newer Dennis the Menace.
Don Tickles.
That's what she said.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Look it up. Don Tickles.
I don't like the name of that guy.
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles.
Striker's Apothecary. Kurt, you're gonna love this.
Okay.
Striker's Apothecary says, "I am a DBZ fan."
Dragon Ball Z, baby.
My man.
Let's
For those of
go.
us that can read Dragon Balls.
Majin Buu.
Dude,
All the way.
what do you
all the
think
way.
besides... Okay,
Strikes again. Yeah,
Ha!
Don Rickles.
what is the... Oh, maybe this will open
Don
up to...
Rickles in a Dennis the Menace movie.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, give me $1,
Oh!
friend.
Oh, now we're friends.
He's in the '98 version.
The 98, yes.
Oh,
It's like
so the
5
one I've
years before
seen-
you were born.
Yeah, the one I've seen.
Yeah.
Look there. Boom.
Yeah,
Right
the
there.
crappy one. I get it.
What do you
worst-
mean the
the worst
crappy
one.
one? It's so good. That movie's great. What's its IMDb rating?
4.3 out of 10.
Boom.
Who cares what
out of
IMDb
10?
ratings are?
Yes.
Shit. Yeah.
So ready to.
Uh,
That it was
hey, let's check what chat's talking about here.
change the subject.
J-Lo said, "My man, you need to watch Tokyo Ghoul." For me,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Tokyo Ghoul is great.
Smoking Barrel said, "Super dope. So jealous. I wanted to meet Stanley so bad." Said Striker.
That
J-Lo
was the
said,
one
"You
I
met
cried
Jean-Luc Picard."
Yes. Stan Lee, I had a little moment. Like, I couldn't breathe after I met Stan Lee, though. That was a
Why did
real
he hit
moment
you?
for me.
Did you have him say anything?
I had him say Excelsior.
I mean,
I'm surprised you had to have him say it. I feel like he just walks around going,
Excelsior.
I just asked him and he said it. Excelsior. That's what he said. I still remember it.
"Hey," and then
But
give me money.
I literally could not breathe after I left talking to him.
Really?
Like, he took a moment with me and was just wanted to talk. And
Ooh.
Tegan was there, and I just bawled my eyes out after.
What maybe this is a good one for chat too, but for everyone here in the studio and chat, what even if you didn't meet the person, but what's one person that you feel like has really influenced your nerdum?
My
like
nerddom?
yeah, your nerddom. Like, what's one person that you feel like
Ooh.
has played a huge part in why you're into the things that you're in that may be classified as nerdy?
My dad. Just kidding. I don't
That's
know.
fair.
Probably not. James Woolsey said, still funnier than me and Howl in Howl's Castle is voiced by Batman.
Yep.
Yes, Christian Bale.
Yep. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Wow.
You should watch Howl's Moving Castle. That's another good one.
I don't know that anybody.
Yeah.
Most of my nerddom comes from my own self.
Okay. Was there anybody in media that you were like maybe in a nerdy or sci-fi or fantasy thing that you were like, I relate to this person very strongly? I can give mine. I already have
Yeah,
one.
Go
I've got
for it.
one,
Yeah,
too.
no.
Mine,
Not
and
just
I'm
me.
going to do my best not to get emotional, but mine was definitely Leonard Nimoy in the original Star Trek series.
Oh, I thought I was going to do when
I-
you did Bilbo Baggins. Bilbo.
Bilbo.
Bilbo Baggins.
Anyway. I never had the opportunity to meet Leonard Nimoy, but like for me personally, I remember growing up watching old Star Trek, and I remember at a very young age kind of understanding that he was kind of an outcast. And I kind of felt like an outcast growing up, like into the things that I was into. I grew up with an outdoorsy family, sports-oriented family, and I did those things too, but like no one that I knew for the longest time was into the same things I was into. And so when I'd watch old Star Trek, I was always like, I like this dude because he's different from everybody else, and sometimes people don't understand him. I'm going to get emotional. But definitely the one person that's very influential in my being into the things I'm into would have to be Leonard Nimoy, because I feel like he played a character that touched with a lot of people who may have looked at themselves a little bit different than the norm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not a Trekkie by any means.
Yeah.
But we have some kindred spirits in our chat here. Do you want me to tell you about it?
Sure, yeah.
J-Lo Fett said, you met Jean-Luc Picard.
Yes.
And then Striker's Apothecary said, J-Lo, are you a Trekkie? J-Lo said, does Enterprise E have 24 decks?
There we go.
And J-Lo said, yes. The answer is yes. And Striker said, did we just become best friends? And J-Lo said, do you want to go play do you want to go karate on the holodeck?
Yep.
Come on.
Striker said the holodeck has so much room for activities.
Guys, can I come?
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
I think you're definitely invited. Yeah, there
My
you go.
keychain.
There's your nerd.
Yeah.
Nerddom right there.
My keychain.
There he is.
My keychain.
Whee.
Had that keychain for a long time.
Just to catch up on some other stuff here. Striker said Vegeta is my hero.
Ooh.
Tegan's ratting you out. She said he cried a lot.
I bawled.
After meeting Stanley.
I told her, we have to stop because I can't.
I can't move.
I cannot move. So I sat down and cried.
Tegan also said Robin Williams.
Yeah,
Striker
huge one.
also said Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Josie said Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he was
I think if you were, I think that's a career that really, there's an age difference between you and I and Tyler and I, not by much, but there is a good sized chunk.
Yeah.
Thank you for being so respectful. But I think whether you were born in the 80s all the way up until 5 years ago, even now, my kids have watched Robin Williams movies and they're like, oh, that guy's so funny.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one career that probably has influenced a lot of people.
I was gonna say I don't know that like he's influenced my nerddom. I'm not gonna talk about it very longer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. But,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Robin Williams is like
Oh yeah.
If there is a not Mount Rushmore because that's not the pinnacle that I even higher, like a godhead of comedian
Comedy.
actors and just general
Yeah.
good entertainment people. He's definitely in that.
Yeah.
Hands down. I'll fight
Absolutely.
anybody on that.
Again, I don't want to.
100%.
I don't want to talk about him too much because we already cried on this stream.
I have,
Yeah.
I have his autograph.
When
just so you guys know.
when he passed,
It was,
I remember being like, "Oh, this is what heartbreak feels like."
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Tegan and I bawled in,
Yeah.
in each other's arms.
Hurt
It was,
me on a personal, like, deep. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on.
I could not, I refused to believe that he was dead for
Yeah.
a good while. I thought maybe it's just like maybe he's just like sick or something. But yeah, it took me almost a week to be like, wow, he's.
We gotta
yeah.
move on, Kurt.
Anyway, yeah, I feel you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry. I'm really good at not. I wait until the car ride home whenever we talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
serious
I don't
stuff,
cry
and
in
I
front of
cry.
Must be nice.
Anyway, Seth.
James Woolsey said, "Oh, and Mark Hamill has been a Jedi,
Oh,
Joker, and he was in Guyver." Jay Lafette said Stanley, Bill Murray. God damn it, Kurt. Jay
Sorry.
Lafette said Stanley, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramey. Ernie
Harold
Hudson, Mark
Ramis,
Hamill, so
yeah.
many. Yep, all those Ghost Butters.
dude.
Butters.
Oh. May I just say, who said that? J-Lo or James?
Said those, yeah.
Has everyone seen the newest Ghostbusters?
Bawled my eyes out.
Buddy,
Bawled my eyes out.
I think we talked about this. I saw it, and I'm not gonna. I will proudly admit, I cried like a baby
man.
in the theaters.
Oh,
as
man.
soon as Egon's ghost comes up and he starts fighting with them, chills, and I immediately
Yep.
tears streaming
Yep.
down my face, and I was like, "This is the Ghostbusters third movie that I've always wanted." It was
That was me.
so
I was sitting in
amazing,
the theater next to Tegan, and that happens, and all of a sudden you just hear.
dude. I was
And Tegan's
bawling
like, "What
so
is wrong
hard.
with you?"
Yeah, my wife looked at me and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I was like, I don't know because I'm so emotional right now.
It was a moment in the theaters. It was
Yeah.
a moment. You guys want to know my cultural person who I looked up to?
Attaché?
Yeah. I'll bet you guys can't guess. I'll say it anyway. A good runner-up was Jim Henson for sure. My dad was obsessed with Jim Henson.
Dude.
It was his life's goal to meet Jim Henson. He built puppets when he had us as kids and played around with them, and we were very poor, and he put that away for us. And so Jim Henson plays a huge part in my life. But the absolute person I look up to, because there's so many, is Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon.
Pokemon.
He lived a childhood much like mine, where if you guys didn't know,
Did he live in Washington too?
No, no. But that was the heart of a lot of things that came over from Japan. Anyway, so for a lot of you don't know, I severely suffer from dyslexia, and he also suffered from dyslexia.
If I haven't said it enough.
Yeah,
So-
I truly like. It has been a struggle my entire life, and I've been through every single emotion involving it. I've struggled my whole life, but seeing what empire he has built, despite these things that come in his path, have inspired me my entire life.
It's literally the biggest property on the planet. Like,
Yeah.
it is the biggest thing
Hands
And
down.
I've been
in
saying-
the world.
I've been
Like,
saying-
statistically, it is the biggest thing ever.
Is it really, though? I would guess like top 5 for sure. But it is the
It is
biggest.
the
Wow.
biggest property there is.
I am proud to say I own a Zapdos Pokemon card with his autograph on it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I've seen it in your office.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
I didn't know you did. I didn't know you owned that. That's incredible.
Yeah. I'm very proud of that one. It's
That's
got
way
the
cool.
certificate of authenticity and everything.
That's way cool.
Yeah.
Boy, sorry.
Do I need to come do chat?
No, you're good. Striker said if you take the M off Mark and the ill off Hamill, you get Arkham, which is a stretch. Jay Lissette Blue says hi. Hi, Blue.
Hey, Blue.
Thanks for saying hi. And
Hey, yeah.
Going
Hi,
out of your way to
Blue Eye
mention
Darkness.
this. Thomas said Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire is epic. It is something.
Jumanji was my Robin Williams.
Jumanji.
Every time
Yep.
you mention, anyway, that's.
J-Lo says a pantheon of comedians, if you will.
Ooh, I like that.
James Woolsey said my uncle actually got an Orin Form never-ending story with an autographed pic of childlike Empress.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's another movie that I need to show my kids, but I don't think they're quite old enough to see Never-Ending Story.
That's a scary one.
Haven't
for
seen
sure. It's good. It's good.
it. Robin mentioned this. It's, again, not somebody that is nerdy or influenced my nerddom by any means, but in May when we went to New York, I got to meet Billy Crystal. We
Buddy.
went to see his Broadway show, and we waited outside for a while, and
So cool.
he came out and he makes a joke about Salt Lake City, and so I bought a set of golf balls, and he signed them, and I have a video of it. It's way cool, and I was like, "Hey, we're from Salt Lake, and so we really liked your joke." And he's like, "Oh no, that's great. Sometimes I do this other version of the joke, and I was gonna do it tonight, but then I didn't." And I was like, "Oh, that's way funny." So it was really cool to meet a
Way
hero.
cool.
But Jay Lafette said, "Bro, lifelong ghost head." He bawled. when,
Dude.
Homie happened. Strikers Apothecary said the four horsemen of wholesomeness is Steve Irwin, Bob Ross, Stan Lee, and Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. Dude, Mr. Rogers carved my child.
Dude,
I don't want to
hang on.
Marv.
You're going to get me super emotional if we start talking
Seriously?
about Mr. Rogers.
That's who I bawled about
Dude.
when they passed away.
Oh,
Like
Mr.
months.
Rogers, I know that like so many people get irritated because people always bring him up. But if there's one person that wasn't, oh my gosh, I hate that this is so emotional. If there's one person that really taught me a lot about civility and treat others with the same kindness, really the golden rule, if you will, it's got to be Mr. Rogers,
100%.
who showed us
Yeah.
that every person, despite what you are, what you look like, or anything, deserves the exact same amount of respect and love as anybody else. And that's the greatest takeaway you can get from Mr. Rogers, is that everyone deserves love and respect, and we should reciprocate that. Hands down.
Mr. Rogers is great.
Feeling that one.
Jay Lafette said, that movie is literally the only thing good about my childhood. It was the thing that kept me safe. It's literally the first movie I ever watched.
Which movie is you referring to?
I assume Ghostbusters, because it was right after he had mentioned Ghostbusters before.
Yeah.
Striker said they need their own monument, those four. Jay Lafette said, no lie, though, and I'm not just saying this, but you guys inspire and encourage my... God damn it, J-Lo.
We need someone else to read the chat.
It's
Guys
bad.
inspire
'Cause-
and encourage my nerdiness. You guys are legit living and breathing proof that you can turn your passion into a career and not lose the joy of it. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Hell of a baseball season so far this year.
Yeah,
I'm
you guys
really
see them
enjoying
Dolphins?
the American League. Yeah.
James Woolsey said, Steve holding a baby gator, Bob brushing painters, Stan doing the Spider-Man thwip, and Mr. Rogers buttoning his sweater. This is on the cool. Sorry. Striker
No.
said blue is to J Lo Fett. He said blue is actually a big inspiration to me when it comes to embracing yourself and who you truly are, which is awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
James Woolsey brings this up. It's something that I think of every time I think of Mr. Rogers, and it's he says, look up that video of Mr. Rogers asking Congress for the money to continue the show.
Yep.
It's just insane.
Do you know what one always gets me? That one always gets me for sure.
Yeah.
But the video of it's on the documentary that they just released not too long ago. But he had a boy who was severely disabled on his show. And then when they give him the Lifetime Achievement for Television Award, that dude comes back. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry so hard. That guy comes back and he thanks him. Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
That video, because it's so true, because that's what it I think the reason why people mention those four, and Mr. Rogers specifically for me, is I grew up around plenty of people who I grew up around plenty of people who talked that you should be a certain way, but very few of them walked the walk and were an
There
example.
it is.
And so that's what I enjoyed, is seeing him
Actually do it.
put those shoes on. Like when you said the sweater, putting on a sweater, whoever said that, my favorite image was always him changing his shoes,
Yeah.
because I'm so close to just bawling. But my dad, whenever he'd come home from work, and my dad worked so much, like 3-4 jobs easy, and he would have us take off his boot, like his work boots and his socks and stuff, and it was this cute little game we'd all do. So I associated Mr. Rogers with my dad, and so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to painting. This is I need to do this for
It's
a
funny you
little bit.
mentioned that because Robin said just a group of guys crying about their heroes.
Anyway,
Ooh, Striker. You're gonna cry after Robin's heart there. Probably Seth, I think. He said, "You know who's really gonna get me when we lose him? The greatest teacher of all, Mr. Finney."
Mr. Feeney.
Points from
You're-
Ashley.
You were big. Were you not? I thought you
Actually,
were.
did not watch that show.
I thought you were.
I
Pardon
watched
me.
Home Improvement. World.
I'm
That
so
was-
happy
that
that
was
both
my-
of us.
That was my childhood.
You can't mention that show and not go. Freaking,
Pin-
of course, Seth can do it more
pin-
than anybody else.
Love it.
Thomas said, "Well, fam, I got to bail. Talk's getting emotional. I have a lot of work to do. Wish you all the best." Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate you. Striker said, "We just need a big group cry." I agree. J-Lo Fett said, "Blue inspires him every day," which is awesome. J-Lo
That's awesome.
said, "Right then begins cutting onions." Yeah, welcome to the Dimly Lich Diaries after school special, guaranteed to make you emotional.
Yep.
Robin mentioned a big one, which is a good point. Julie Andrews passing is going to ruin me, is what she said, which is
Can I tell you
big
that
old mood.
that one for sure? Another one that I recently thought of that for me, probably going to be Steve Martin. Like when he passes
Did I ever
away,
tell
it's
you
going to
about
be.
the saddest day of my life. It was the day Steve Martin died.
That's right. That's The Office too.
No, absolutely. Steve Martin's a big one of mine as well. Strikes Apothecary said, "Mr. Rogers shared a kiddie pool with a black man in one episode.
Yep.
They were showing their feet in it and
Yep.
just talking. First time something like that had ever happened on television. Proof
mailman.
that he should treat all people equally." Yeah, that episode is insane and historical and all
He
sorts of things.
stood for what was right despite
Yeah.
the status quos
Mhm.
of the world.
He
Like
did a lot of good,
On-
great stuff.
On PBS, on a
public
on a
broadcast.
Network,
public
yep.
radio, on a public TV show that is accessed by anybody with a television.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Hacker Dad says, "Good day,
Hacker
gents.
Dad.
Sorry I'm late. What are we
From
painting?"
Australia.
Awesome.
We're painting
Seth's-
our tears.
Yeah,
we've
we're
been
painting our tears
crying.
into our minis. Seth's been done for a little bit. Seth painted a little statue lady kind of thing.
You wanna hold
Something
it
he
up to
worked
the
on.
camera?
Yeah, hang on.
And then Kurt has been working on a character of his. We're
Show
we're
this
filming
with
a one shot on Thursday.
So
why.
it's supposed to
Um,
be on top of there.
Yeah. So we've been working on some minis that are
That
we're
that blends
gonna
really well, Seth. Good job.
play with on
And that
on
is
Thursday.
the damsel in distress.
She's the
Oh.
Princess Peach of the campaign, basically.
Strikers Apothecary said, "Made possible by viewers like us." PBS, good old time.
Juicy juice, 100% juice for 100% kids.
James Woolsey also said James Earl Jones. Big one.
Yeah.
Big one. Well, boys, I know that Hacker Dad just got here, but we have been going for 2.5 hours. It's getting a little late.
Yep.
So I think it might be time for us to riggedy wrap this up. So I will say thank you, everybody, for watching and hanging out with us and spending the night and sharing some deep thoughts and a bit of nostalgia with us. Yeah, Strikers is calling it a night so we can all go and cry. You don't know. But thank you guys all for just being such a a great audience and being so supportive of us and everybody else in our chat. We really appreciate you guys. I feel like we say it every time, but we're so thankful and so glad for a amazing community that is just so supportive of each other and uplifting to one another and interested in everybody's best interest. And we just can't thank you enough for being so great. J-Lo wouldn't have been anywhere else tonight, man. That means a lot to us, especially since you have so much going on right now. Love you guys. Later, Liches. Thank you guys. Kurt, Seth, anything else to say?
I love you guys.
Given what we have talked about tonight and getting emotional and whatnot, and we know some of our viewers out there are going through things, and some of you that didn't mention it may be going through things, just know that you're loved and appreciated. We have met very few of you face to face, but we do have face to face. Sorry, but we do have a connection, and you do have value, and that you are cared about. And yeah, tell your people that you love them.
Absolutely.
Spread that to others, because that's what we need.
Stryker said, we're thankful for y'all giving us all a place to come together. We're glad that we can do it. I'm going to get that Discord server going if it is the last thing I do, so we can have this kind of community and everything all the time and not just when we're streaming. So swear to everything.
I can help you too.
Thing that kills me, we'll get it going. So appreciate you. Hacker Dad, sorry we're ending right as you get here. We love you. Thanks for dropping in, my mate.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to Australia. Anyway, so we love you guys. Thank you so much. We will see you next Monday, probably.
Yep.
Probably. Unless somebody does a weird phone stream out of nowhere to get that 7th one going.
Maybe.
Anyway. Alrighty. Love you guys.
Love you
Thank
guys.
you. Tyler, yell bye. Tyler.
He's working.
Tyler, yell bye. And we'll see you later. I said yell it.
Bye.
That was Tyler. Goodbye, guys.
He's actually happy right now. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.